If you'd like to get a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. If you're watching this video on playback, please make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification so you're notified the moment I go live so you don't miss out on any future readings. All readings that are ordered in this live stream will be completed in this live stream. If for some reason you cannot show up to your reading because you are required to be here for your reading, you can't just like drop a note and leave. You have to actually be here for your reading. Otherwise, you could just get an Instagram reading or a different kind of private reading. These readings are reserved for people who want to be here for their readings. So if you, for some reason, can't show up for your reading, you can always hit me up on Instagram and get your reading done there. Just go ahead and DM me there and send me your information and your sun sign and the name that you're asking about with one question, and then I will go ahead and do your reading there. It's a little bit different, but it's the same thing. So if you would like to be interested in any of my other services, I am currently about to be doing tomorrow a full moon and Capricorn candle service. I'm offering love, money, and healing candles, and I'm doing those tomorrow evening, or technically tonight, because on the 3rd. So I'm doing the 3rd of July evening, and just DM me your information if you'd like to order a reading on Instagram. It's what I prefer. Obviously, you could do it through email, but I do like it if you do hit me up on Instagram because I post it on my stories. That's where you can see me posting your candle service on my stories. So it's always better if you want to get a candle to do it there. So also, I have other reading options. I have FaceTime readings, which I can do where you talk to me one-on-one, right? You can, your video doesn't have to be on. It's actually better if you have your videos and it lags less. But, you can talk to me. I have like 30 minutes, which is $65, an hour, which is 111, and 2 hours is 185. If that's something you think that you would be interested in, I have that available as well. It does have to be scheduled. So you just DM me or email me. It's usually better if you talk to me on Instagram or Facebook. My Facebook isn't posted in the video description. It's, I think, Geeta11. I'm the only GeetaGalaway. So I am here the live readings, but I'm only going to be taking so many. Trying to people's spells, hexes, and curses. A lot of that going on. A lot of, I was doing a little thing where I was doing free, like, mini readings, but mostly I was doing the removals and everything like that, and talking to people, taking people's orders, and things like that. So it really dragged on until late today. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of that, a little bit of readings, and so I'm not going to be on too long. So if you're going to order, just send it now. But I am going to close the readings sooner than I'm going to. All right, so first we have Katarina. It's a regular reading. Katarina barely made it to Katarina. That had come on for a little while. And this is last call for any candle services that anyone might have. I believe Katarina has regular reading. Hey Francis, if you'd like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Hey Joseph, hopefully you're doing well. Give me a minute. And I'm going to do your attunement probably around the same time as I do Katarina, as I do the candles. I will probably do it right before I do the candles, like I like them. Right? Yeah. Like I don't normally. I'm not going live tomorrow, so I thought I'd see if anybody wanted one. I don't know. I've just been like I was like talking to Delare earlier too. I don't know. I ended up talking to her too long. Okay. I was trying to do all these removals and I still have readings to do. I have like Monday. I have like a million things to do, which is tomorrow. So I probably shouldn't stay up too much later, but I thought I'd do at least a handful of readings before I go to bed. Uh, okay. I just got two people, just Katarina and Matt. No, I don't need a picture for your attunement. And plus, I think I still have your other picture. It's not too far up, is it? Let me see. I already have another picture of you. I think it's like too far up. I'm going to do your attunement a little different. I'm going to do. You can do another one if you want, Katarina. I think I was thinking. Oh, that was your mom. Never mind. You and your mom look a lot alike. No, yeah, send another one, Katarina. Because I was going to do a little bit more thorough this time. A lot of times with achievements, I remote view you. And so you should DM me tomorrow when you go to sleep. Okay? And say, I'm going to sleep now or I'm going to bed or something. And usually I'll wait like an hour or two and then I will do it. Okay. I don't know what time you go to bed though. Where do you live again? California, right? I like the worst at being nosy. All right, go ahead and post your question, Katarina. But yeah, I think that you should because I want to do like I want to kind of cleanse your energy before I get there. I'm gonna try. I have never tried it like that. If anything, I'll end up doing it twice. But um, yeah, I probably just do it twice. But I kind of want to make it easier for when I get there, so I can focus more on the attunement bit. Yeah, just I'll be up late doing this because it takes me like a long time to do them. All right, I'm gonna do the other thing. You're gonna be energy very clean. That is not what I just copied and pasted. I did this, copied it, then I hit the CTRL and C accident. I'm not doing that many readings tonight, so I'm not mad if not only a couple people come in here. Okay. Usually my Californians come on at this time. People on more of the West Coast, even though Matt is just awake at 2 o'clock in the morning because he's weird like me. That's not what I wanted. Alright. Wanted angel messages. Great. Alright, please tell me, what do the angels want to see to Katarina? What do they want her to know? What do the angels want to say to Katarina? What do they want her to know? What do the angels want to say to Katarina? What do they want her to know? What do the angels want to say to Katarina? What do they want her to know a lot? What do the angels want to say to Katarina? What do they want her to know? Don't peek. What do the angels want to say to Katarina? I'm trying to bend them so they lay flat. What do they want her to know? I'm not looking. On the bottom it says, delays are to protect you. So don't get mad at them. Stop fighting your delays. Oh no, you do that. Please tell me what the angels want to say to Katarina. What do they want her to know? What do the angels What do the angels want to say to Katarina? What do they want her to know? What do the angels want to say to Katarina? What do they want her to know? And bottom of the deck energy is new information will come to light soon. Cleanse the energy in your space. Smudge. Dark entities surround you. Okay, so like, okay. You're saying like, this could be part of your problem. You might have a curse on you, but you can still have some entity messing with you. Release attachments to move forward. Times you go out and you're around a lot of people. When you go out, being exposed, your twin flame isn't here. You're always being exposed to energies, you know, to other entities. There, like your house, you should be able to get your house to where you don't have really any demonic entities in it, right? But it's different when you're out and about. You can't control. You're going to be surrounded by energies of entities like ghosts and spirits and demons. There's going to be good spirits and bad spirits and all sorts of stuff out there. There's angelic beings. There's good and bad energies when you're going out in public. When you're going to the grocery store, you're going, I don't know if you're at a subway or whatever, but you know, if someone was to ride public transportation, you know, things like that. And it's very important. That's why spiritual baths are important, right? Do you still have any spiritual bath left over from before? And if you have a low vibration, an entity, if they can see your energy, they can feel your energy. And if you look like a good candidate, because a lot of times people who are into spiritual stuff and they know that some stuff, will, and you could have an energy, there could be an entity attaching to you that's not, you know, that's a ghost. And they can attach to you and then, and they feed on energy and that can drain you. And then if you have a demonic entity, if you're already like saying down, say you're feeling down, you're feeling stressed, you have anxiety, or maybe you're angry or you're jealous or something of like that, of that nature, and you're out and about, that's why you're better off, you know, like listening to music that is positive, trying to be positive if you're out and about, even just singing a positive song in your head when you're out and about, because you don't want to be a target to be attached to by negative entities. They can tell if your energy isn't right. If you're in vibration, like you said, like I said before, you will attract whatever you're in vibrational alignment with. So if you're in a vibrational alignment with a negative entity, like a demon or something, if you're close enough that they can attach to you. But like if you have a high vibration, when you go out in public and you go around negative entities, it's like the negative entities are like water on a duck's back, right? It just flows right off. It just rolls right off. And if anything, you repel it when you have a high vibration, which is why it's important to have a high vibration, right? This is why we should care about how we feel. And we can't hide how we feel. Not from the universe, not from these other entities, because how we feel creates the vibration, which is our energy. That is our vibration. How you feel is your energy. So if you have a low energy, you're having negative feelings. So you have low vibrational feelings, which is maybe sometimes it's like even hate, disgust, anger, resentment, jealousy, depression, sadness, anxiety. You having these low vibrating energies that you're emitting, you're going to be a vibrational match for a negative entity. At least you won't be an exact match where they're going to possess you, but you could. That's how possession happens. You have to become a person of interest. You go through several different stages of oppression, and then it goes to possession. Because in oppression, they see that you have a low enough vibration, they will put intrusive negative thoughts into your mind, and they will urge you low vibration until you are such a low vibration for them, and then they possess you, and then they make you do really fucked up shit. So it's up to you what you want to do. But I learned this because I did start off not as a psychic reader, but I have mainly started off as being a demonologist. I used to do exorcisms all the time. That's what I mostly did. And through learning about exorcisms, I learned about the vibration and how possession and all that work. A lot of priests and stuff, they go through their whole lives and they never even know why prayer works when they do an exorcism. Prayer works because it's raising the vibration. They always burn the incense and shit. That's because that helps to clear the space. They raise the vibration of the area the possessed person is in until the area is such a high vibration that it can no longer stand to be with inside this person, the vessel. And then it has to leave. That's how you have that. However, once the person has left the positive environment, once they're out of that, and if they continue to, this is what I hated about doing exorcisms, if they continue to do the negative things that cause them to feel depressed and anxiety and sadness and anger and resentment and anything negative, that entity can come back, or another one. You can get more. And a lot of people, to be honest with you, a lot of them, the people got repossessed. A lot of them did, or they either got repossessed or had more oppression because they never did what the fuck I told them to do. They never did it. Make them drink. Okay. At the end of the day, you can tell people what to do, but at the end of the day, they have to do it. I can't make them not have a demonic oppression, or they're a person of interest. So it's up to them to raise their vibration. The people obviously who learn how to become happy, they then learn how to raise their vibration, and then they are no longer a vibrational match, and so they can't be possessed or oppressed. But a lot of the times, people will continuously expose themselves to negative shit. One of the biggest problems that people would have is listening to negative music. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Death metal music, or back to being how they were before. So it was like really, it was almost like a waste of time, but the learning experience was not a waste. That was not a waste because I learned. That's when I guess it becomes more of a waste when you don't learn. But I'm sure that is what an issue for a lot of people who do exorcisms. At the end of the day, it's up to you. So let's go ahead and do this. New opportunities are coming. Stay alert. We have a new job or purpose coming. So that's two things talking about that. We have just say yes. We're going to clarify that as well. And then we have listen to your intuition. We are guiding you. But, okay, so like a good thought and a bad thought. A demonic entity or a negative entity, I don't know, it could be a ghost or whatever. Anyways, the negative, it could be an alien, who knows. But a negative entity is not going to tell you to do something good. You know, angels aren't going to tell you to like hurt anybody or hurt themselves. So be mindful of your thoughts because your vibration is low. So yes, listen to your intuition, but you have to learn the difference between, you have to learn discernment if you're in a low vibration. I mean, I even do too, but I don't have to worry about as much as like you would because my vibration's higher and I'm less likely to have intrusive thoughts by negative entities. I'm not saying they can't ever achieve that or anything, but it is obviously I'm sure there's somewhere possible. I don't really have them, but you know, I imagine it's possible. Like, what if I had like a bad day? I wasn't feeling great or something, or maybe I was sick. Sometimes if I was sick, sometimes that could happen. So that's why it's very important to know the difference between an intrusive thought, because they come in as intrusive thoughts. Your intuition, the entities, when they're talking to you, they come in through intrusive thoughts. Okay, you know what an intrusive thought is, I imagine. And so what happens is if you have a bad intrusive thought, you know, that could be coming from a negative entity. Now, it is possible that the angels could be warning you of something. That is possible. Like, they have told me, like, when we were going to get her school, but luckily I made it so she could not get license in her school. But there's instances like that. You know, I don't really take it in a place of fear when they tell me things like that. I just take precaution, you know. So it does decrease when you're not in a fearful state. You do decrease the chances of it happening. But, you know, when I said, okay, if I'm going to get COVID, I'm going to get COVID. You know, I already had accepted I could get COVID when I decided to do what I was going to do anyways. So, yeah. So, but if you say like really bad intrusive of someone like getting severe or something, yes, it could be the angels kind of telling. Also, it could be a negative entity. It would be important to be able to learn the difference between the both of them. Usually, though, if it's really disturbing and really frightening, that's usually not coming from a positive entity. It's coming from a negative one. And they're trying to scare you to help manifest the situation. You have to remember, though, just like angels have the power of knowing the future or seeing the possible future timelines, so do demons and so do negative entities. They have that power too, especially demons. They know the future just like, that's why a person who is, let's say a person who does work that with negative entities, you know, we're not going to name any types of names, but say there are a person who works with negative entities, they can tell you, you can think they're legit and they can give you a reading and it'll be completely true because they have the same abilities. Angels and demons have the same abilities when it comes to telling the future. So for some reason they're asking for me to tell you this so you can learn the difference between good and bad intrusive thoughts, what to listen to, what not to listen to. And the whole point of meditation is to clear those thoughts. So if you do have a bad intrusive thought, what you should do, and I'm also obviously talking to everyone here, you say, no, that's not going to happen. And then you, like if you have it really bad, you can tell the entity, I'm aware of you. I know this is not my thought. This is not my thought. This is your thought. This is not going to happen. And then you obviously, you know, you would be safe or something. You shouldn't live your life in fear. So there's a balance that needs to be met when it comes to these things. But you say no. You have to say no and then change your thoughts. Okay? You have to let it go. You have to learn how to especially when you're using your intuition, you need to learn how to grab something like an energy and you have to learn how to let it go. All right. So then we have they are lying to you. So this could be someone who could be lying to you. You're making me see all these things for a reason. We are bringing in your twin flame. It's time to take action. Have faith, everything will work out. Trust us. So they want you to trust them. All right, so I'm going to do this one, this one, and this one. I do have to do new information. It's time to take action. Oh my god, there's so much to say. I feel like the opportunity is saying yes, so I'll take these. And yeah, they were already talking about this to you, like I think yesterday. Oops, I don't need to do it like that. I think they're already talking about that with you. Alright, so we have they are lying to you. Dark entities surround you. A new job or purpose is coming. New opportunities are coming. It's time to take action. New information will come to light soon. What do the angels want to say to Katarina? What do they want her to know? What do the angels want to say to Katarina? What do they want her to know? I'll update the list after this. What do the angels want to say to Katarina? What do they want her to know? Please clarify they are lying to you. The Knight of Cups. Please clarify dark entities surround you. If I can pick something up about this. Oh, yep, shit. It's like what I just said. That's you. You're the King of Cups reversed. This is you being negative. Please clarify new job or purpose is coming. Four of Pentacles reversed. Please clarify new opportunities are coming. Stay alert. Three of Wands. Please clarify it's time to take action. We have the Knight of Swords reversed. Please clarify new information will come to light soon. Temperance and the reverse. Please tell me what the angels want to say to Katarina. What do they want her to know? Clarifying the Knight of Cups. We have the Wheel. Clarifying the King of Cups in the reverse. We have the Two of Pentacles. Clarifying the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. We have Strength. Clarifying the Three of Wands. We have the Ace of Swords. Clarifying the Knight of Swords in the reverse. We have the Four of Cups reversed. Clarifying Temperance in the reverse. We have Death. What do the angels want to say to Katarina? Want her to know. Hey Latoya, how are you doing? Clarifying the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Hierophant, clarifying the Two of Pentacles. We have the Six of Cups, clarifying the Strength. We have the Seven of Pentacles, clarifying the Ace of Swords. We have the Ten of Wands reversed, clarifying the Four of Cups in the reverse. Well, shit, looks like you might actually miss out on an opportunity if you don't take action. Clarifying Death. We have the Tower. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Swords reversed, the Seven of Cups, Five of Pentacles reversed, the Eight of Pentacles, Moon reversed, Seven of Swords reversed, Three of Cups. What do the angels want to say to Katarina? What do they want her to know? What do the angels want to say to Katarina? What do they want her to know? What do the angels want to say to Katarina? What do they want her to know? Clarify the Hierophant, please. We have ultimate love. Clarifying the Six of Cups. We have allowing. Clarifying the Seven of Pentacles. We have mayhem. Clarifying the Ten of Wands in the reverse. We have love, where you are. Clarifying judgment. We have observe. Clarifying the Tower. The future you know. Bottom of the deck energy is limiting beliefs. Oh boy. Being love. Perspective. Igniting the and life surfing. Just talking about you rewiring yourself and reprogramming your subconscious beliefs. Your limiting beliefs, limited thoughts are impeding your progress. That's what's affecting this. However, they are saying the negative entities, there definitely could be, they could be influencing this. Because sometimes it's not necessarily you who's saying, I can't do that, I'm not good enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not this enough. Sometimes it's them. You have your own thoughts, yes, but sometimes they like to put one of those in there and see if they can, they like to fuck with your ego. So if you hear something think you're not good enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not this enough, you're not that enough, you go, that's not true. You tell them, that's not true. That's not true at all. Shut the fuck up, bitch. I like talk shit to my demons, so that any demons that would try talking to me before. I haven't talked to any in a long time, but that's what I used to do. I used to tell them to go, shut the fuck up. You know, so don't be afraid of them. You don't. Okay, Latoya. All right. So, some actually crystals that can. This is new white. It's actually blue new white. See how it says shiny to it? This is really good. This is called the Sorcerer's Stone. I actually wear this around my neck, but I also have I have this one. And it's not an expensive stone either, but it's a very sometimes it comes in like a golden color. I actually prefer the blue kind, just because I think it's prettier. But I have large one. This is good for protecting you against curses and things too, and negative entities, things that will attack you. So they do have some cute jewelry on Etsy made out of Numite. You can also get your own Numite crystals, and like this one. This one literally was like $2 or $3 at a metaphysical shop. So you can get them pretty cheap. It's not expensive. Like the one I'm wearing though, it has moldavite with it, which makes it really powerful. I also got me a nice piece of pink kunzite coming. Hopefully it's real. I don't know if it's real yet. I won't know until it's here. Luckily I didn't pay much for it. I don't know. Maybe if it's not real, I'll gift it to somebody. Anyways, so they are lying to you. All right, the Knight of Cups. So who's lying to you? Well, we do have the Knight of Cups. So someone who's giving you some kind of love offer. The Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant. Something to do with fate and destiny and getting married and maybe learning things. Could be some kind of government organization or something like that. The Hierophant, it can talk about governments and organizations, teachers, things like that. But it's like but the Knight of Cups is like a love offer or an emotional offer. The Wheel of Fortune is like fate and karma, destiny. So with ultimate love, it says forgive others and yourself. Release the past. So some of you, this could, they're telling me specifically that you either got information from another reader, or maybe you saw it in a pick a card, or maybe you were scrolling and you got a message and you thought the message was for you. Um, they're wanting you to, there's like an energy of being protective of yourself and taking, unless it feels like, unless you know for sure that the source is good, just be careful. Like, take stuff with a grain of salt, But then there's this energy that's coming with a new opportunity as well that you need to take action to do. Because it's saying that you might miss out on opportunity, but I'll get to that in a moment. But it's saying, but whoever's lying to you, okay, they're saying that you're going to they're saying that you, because they're saying, they're showing more than one person. So they're showing where you've been, maybe from other readers, maybe before you even met me, I don't know. It could be readers or somebody that you looked up to, some kind of teacher, somebody you looked up to, and maybe they like influenced you to believe or think about the wrong thing. um Something like that. The energy is coming through is that they told you that you either they, not that you were something that you weren't. It's like they downplayed you, your potential. Like they, I don't know if you ever even did this. This could have been a long time ago. Oh no, because they're saying like a lot of things. Okay, so they're saying also there's like a teacher. There's like a teacher, somebody that you're messing with like a long time ago. There's like a few people that have lied to you. Okay, so basically, what they're saying is to forgive them and let it go. This is a karmic lesson that you're working on and you're learning. Not like, because is forgive others and yourself, leaving them. Also, they want you to forgive yourself for doing similar things. Maybe you lied to somebody at some point. I mean, a lot of people do. And because you might think, oh, well, I don't want to judge them for them lying to me, but because I've done it too. And I don't know, a lot of people can go through like a spiral. They can spiral and be like, oh, well, I've lied and they've lied and lying's bad and now I'm bad. And, into that mindset. People lying doesn't necessarily mean that they're bad, or that doesn't, that's a thing that you did was bad. It doesn't make you bad, depending on your intentions, what you choose to do about it now. If you choose to do it again, to grow from it, those types of things. Is saying, but that's what they're saying. Forgiving others and yourself, release the past. They say send love and light and change your inner to change the outer. And this is, like I said, it's all about your vibration. They're wanting you to learn this ultimate love, right? And I was actually just talking about this. I don't know if it'll fit. I just typed a thing about this, which is interesting because now it's in your reading. I'll see what I typed earlier. So, like, I got this Dolores Cannon video. Now, there's some stuff I don't 100% agree with her. I will say that. I think that she just is she's close. She's like 90% right on things. There's a little bit that she doesn't either she's misinterpreting, or it could be that the way that she's understanding it from the entity. She could be filling in gaps. Sometimes people, when they channel stuff, they fill in their own gaps. So so there's going to be some stuff missing sometimes, or a little bit off. But the whole point of it is not to get caught up in the details. More like, it doesn't really matter. Some of the stuff, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Like, I had a friend of mine who is an author who writes a lot of books about alien visitations. He documents UFOs. He interviews a lot of people who have been abducted, and he writes books about them. And yeah, I think he tries to help them too. He tries to give them advice. He tries to direct them to people like me, so I end up talking to those people a lot and helping them through their trauma. But I talked to him, and he was like telling me about this person, and they know this person and this alien and that alien and all these different names. I'm like, why does this even matter? Like, I'm like, why do you guys even care? Because there's a whole group of people. Why do you guys even care about all these different aliens? Does it even matter? You know what I mean? What matters is doing the purpose, because a lot of times they'll get caught up in the details. Oh, well, I saw this entity, or I saw this, that, and the other, and this is proof. And they're like, get caught up in proving it. It's like, who fucking cares if you know it's real? That's all that matters. Right? Anyways, let me do this. I will play this so you can hear it. It's not very loud.
Say, do it back to them. You do it back to them, all you do is keep the wheel moving. You don't resolve anything. That's what I work with my counseling. You must forgive. You gotta let go. I tell the person, you don't have to tell them face to face. You do it mentally. With your mind. Even if the person is dead, you can still do it. Do it with your mind. You'll say, I know we had a contract. Because it did work. We really tried, it did work. Now it's time to tear up the contract. You go your way with love, and I'm going my way. We don't need to be in this anymore at all. You have to release them and really mean it. Because I've had clients, they'll say, I can't forgive them. You don't know what they did to me. It doesn't matter. We've got to the point that it does not matter. That's them. So what if we did cheat on you? Beat you up, with an alcoholic, so what? On to that, that's karma. You gotta release, forgive them, and move on. Otherwise, you're gonna be stuck. They said the main thing we've got to tell people is get rid of this junk. I call it the baggage in the garbage we carry around. We got to get rid of it. Let it go. That's the most important thing right now. Please get rid of karma.
Right?
Easy.
So, in a response to this, I was talking about this on Facebook. I said, angels have taught me this as well, because I'm responding to the video. Forgive and let it go. If you still have the person in your life, place boundaries with that person. See, because she's not talking about that part, right? But how can you tell someone to let it go if not everybody is going to have that person be gone out of their life? Sometimes some of these people, like most of the time, you can get rid of these people, right? But sometimes you can't always get rid of them. What if they're like your mom or dad or some shit? What if you live with them and you can't do anything right away? How do you continue to move forward and still grow spiritually while in that environment? So that's why I decided to write this. It says, forgive and let it go. If you still have the person in your life, place boundaries with that person. And if they don't respect them, then you will have to most likely bow out of that relationship, depending on the situation, of course. You do need to do honoring thing. You do have to first honor yourself before you can be good for others. So do not allow to always abuse you. Otherwise, the universe will keep giving you more of that until you learn to place proper boundaries. Either way, holding on to pain, anger, and resentment is only holding you back from becoming the best version of yourself and manifesting your dream life and complete emotional fulfillment. Forgiveness isn't saying what they did was okay. Forgiveness is about loving yourself enough to let it go and move forward, realizing that what they did to you didn't actually have anything to do with you. They're projecting their past pain and trauma onto you. When you either try to do something negative back to them, aka revenge, you're only perpetuating the cycle. When you're still holding onto the pain, anger, or resentment, that you then carry that into new relationships where you then project your pain and issues onto the new person, thus doing exactly what was done to you. See how that doesn't serve anyone. But forgiveness doesn't mean you still have to keep that person in your life, nor does it mean that you have to stop loving them. You can still love someone from afar, unconditionally. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. And then I posted, if I share a video or something someone is saying, it's because I've also learned and mastered this lesson. The angels have taught me this and many other things. Some things no one talks about, and some things barely anyone talks about, and some things many know. And by the way, and I said for anybody reading it, I already forgave you before you ever wronged me. So that's how I don't ever, if a person wrongs me, I don't get upset. I'm like, they wronged me. Because that's what, it's like getting upset if you have a child and they make a mess. Do you get upset? I mean, does it make sense to say you have a child and they're eating food and they get food all over? Does it make sense? No, because they make fun. That's what they do. And just like for you guys, that's what you guys do. That's what people do. They do these things. And part of it is part of the whole nature of us being here, to make mistakes. And the mistake is like lying. In this case, it's talking about lying, and moving, forgiving it, not taking it personally, and moving forward. And that's what they're saying here. A heat in effect. Oh, it's going to be hot tomorrow. Fuck yeah. I'm going to be sweating before I go live. All right. I'm going to update the list after this. Thank you, Lily. So, with dark entities surrounding you, they are saying here with the King of Cups in the reverse that you are being emotionally negative. Also, you could be having a lot going on. You're juggling a lot of things. And also, I don't know, something about the past. Maybe it doesn't say that necessarily. Maybe you're thinking about the past and you're feeling negative about something that happened. Also, there's an energy of, they're saying juggling more than one thing. And that was happening, something that happened in the past. So it could be that you were thinking about these things in the past. Then we have allowing. It says, relax and enjoy yourself. Have faith. Allow situations to unfold. Answers come. Highest outcome. So they are saying here that you have a situation where you are apprehensive, anxious about the future. I feel like the entity is influencing you in this way. Having something negative happening because you didn't deal with it so well in the past. But the whole point of learning how to heal and overcoming trauma is so it's not a big deal now anymore, because you know now how to do it. You know how to heal. So you don't have nothing to be afraid of. And then on top of that, if you're afraid of it, you're only going to most likely manifest it. So it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? So let's not do that. But like we said, you don't have an entity, like you don't have a curse. I think that you did have something before, so it could be kind of from that. I can remove the curse, but the entities can still stick around. Fuck with you, they can. And that's why it's important to do the spiritual baths and the cleanse your home regularly. You should be cleansing your house at least every 2 weeks. Do it on the full and the new moon. That's a good time to do it. That's when I do it. I have to make sure there's good energies here before I even do any of your candle services. I have a whole thing that I do before I even do your candle services. This takes that like 2 hours for me to do it. Then I have to create the candles. So then we have a new job or purpose is coming. And with that, it's talking about planting seeds. Your manifestation. Oh, okay, this is good. So the Four of Pentacles is about letting go. It could be talking about letting go money. It's like letting go of something physical instead of holding on. And it could imply going with the flow. So they're telling you to go with the flow, or you're kind of already going with it, or you're starting to loosen up your grip and relax more, and gaining strength in that is planting seeds. With him, it says your manifestation is happening. Current issues reveals past wound, though, which is what all this shit is probably about. It says spiritual growth, hang tight. So things are definitely coming up with that. So new opportunities are coming. So it is talking about your ship coming in, something that you've been waiting on. Also clarity, downloads, also a lessening of some kind of burden. So new opportunities for those things are coming soon. They're saying that there's like an energy of you letting go and not worrying about things. What is letting go? Anyways, it's like not worrying, not being afraid of the future, not being uncertain, trusting that whatever is coming, you have the confidence that you're going to be able to deal with it. You're going to be able to handle it. It's fine. There's nothing to worry about because when it comes, you're going to be able to do it. You're like awesome. You're like a pro. You can deal with anything that comes towards you. Why would you have to stress about it? Right? So why would we stress about that? You know? You have to trust that and everything is for your highest good. So it's like, and you know how to deal with everything. I've told you so many things. Now these are just chances for you to apply with your knowledge. And then when you do, you pass the test and then you don't have to deal with it anymore. And how do you pass the test? Well, you don't get upset, for one. You don't get upset. You kind of just go and let go and instead of taking things personal and be like, why is this? Not in a fearful way, not in a, oh, why me? Like that, but like, I wonder why I attracted that, or I wonder why that's happening. I wonder what lesson that is, and really think about it. And then once you figure it out, let the fucking thing go. Not a big deal. None of it is a big deal. Just remember that. It's not a big deal. What? What? You're having a hard time getting to work? Take a fucking stop your bitching. You can go to get an Uber. Just be like, there's things that you could be grateful for, you know, tests. And how you react to them will you have those things happen to you. Like I passed a test like that. Like I want to say, like before, I had a problem. I'm going to take two different instances in my life that something has happened, and then make them they go together because they're the same thing, but I have different reactions to them. Because now we're back to respond versus react. I hope Matt's listening. Okay, so like, I don't know, it was a long ass time ago, but everything seems so hard. My car, I okay, not only did my tire go flat, I got this new car. Not only did my tire go flat, we're stuck on the side of the road. And then on top of that, I have discovered that I have locking lug nuts, and I have no key. So I can't even get the fucking lug nuts off the car if I wanted to. I can't change my tires. I'm fucked. Right? Now, if I was who I am now, I would have been fine. And I would be like, okay, well, whenever I get there, I can do it. And I'm not going to worry about it. But instead, I created a lot of resistance because I freaked out. Like, really, I mean, inside, I wasn't like, I, of course, yelled at people, you know, like Sean wasn't helping. He was being a pain in my ass. So I was like, stop being like that. And I was, of course, fussing at him and trying to get everybody to act right so I could concentrate and focus. And you kind of end up, what do you end up like kind of being like kind of bitchy and stuff like that. So I was bitchy, definitely wasn't one of my proudest moments in my life. I also had just quit smoking. So there's always that. I'm sure that contributed a bit. But yeah, I acted terribly. But many years later, when I have learned how to start mastering my vibration, and I don't worry about anything or anything anymore. And so what happened? I had another instance where my tires went flat, right? Randomly. I was driving. Actually, it was like a very dangerous situation, way worse than I was before. I didn't have locking lug nuts, thankfully, but it did happen late at night, so I didn't have access to a garage or something. But I was driving. I was moving from one side of Florida to the other, and in order to do that, I had to drive through the Ocala National Forest, which is gigantic, and there's nothing out there. There's no gas stations. There's nothing. There's not even really any cell phone service, right? So I'm driving through this, and you know what happened? I did get a flat tire, but it didn't happen while I was in the rain. When I was in the national forest, it could have. It happened right after I parked my car and I got home. And then, if I was the way I was before, I would have been mad. Oh my god! I have to replace all the tires on my car now. I think 2 of the tires went flat and the other ones were not that great, so I changed those 2. I think the other ones were going to go flat or something anyways. Instead, I was grateful. I had a lot of reasons to be grateful. A lot of people would be mad. Oh, fuck, not only did all my tires go flat, basically, I had to pay for that. That's like hundreds of dollars, and I was moving. So not a lot of people want to spend a lot of money when they're moving. I could have been very upset about that. I could have been upset that, also the man who came out to change my tire didn't air up the spare good enough. Not that it mattered because the other one got messed up or something. Um, but yeah, there's like all of that. I ended up having to buy all these tires and everything like that. I could have been upset, but I wasn't, because I knew the universe was watching out for me, because I could have gotten a flat tire in the middle of the fucking forest. That would have been way worse. Not when I got home and I'm in the comfort of my house and everything is there, you know. It could have been worse because I could afford to buy the new tires. I was grateful. Instead, I was grateful. I wasn't upset I got a flat tire. I was grateful that I could afford to fix the tire. And I was grateful that I got the flat tire once I got home. But it's like respond versus react. But when you have that situation happen, now when I did that, I then mastered a universal law. And therefore, it stops it from happening again. I'm not saying I'm never going to get a flat tire again. I mean, I haven't had a flat tire since then, but and that was like a few years ago. But I'm not saying I'm never going to have a flat tire again, but it's not a big deal, you know. How big of a deal? It's not really as big a deal as you think it is. If there's not, especially if it's something you can't control. You say you had to go to a meeting. Maybe it was a job interview, and your car or your tire went flat, and you couldn't do anything about it. No matter what you did, you had kids with you, and you had to stay there and take care of them. You couldn't go to this thing, or you had to do this in time or that in time. And either way, you ran out of time, and you absolutely could not go, even if you got an Uber and just went. Or no matter what, because you were probably there. You're almost there. By the time you would have went, you would have been way late anyways. By the time you got things sorted out with your car. I mean, for whatever reason, the universe is obviously trying to stop you from going to that meeting, because it's probably not for you. That's what it was saying before, didn't it? Protection is delays are meant to protect you, right? So maybe that just wasn't for you. But a lot of people, when they react, if they reacted, they would be mad, they would be upset, they would be frustrated. Oh, I need this job, because if I don't get this job, I'm not going to be able to do this, I'm not going to do that. But it's really a signal for the universe that maybe you shouldn't do that job, and there's something better for you. So it depends on your perspective, right? What is your perspective when these things happen? That's what's going to matter. And that is in turn going to determine if you do actually attract that new positive, better job, or that new better situation. I would have been all right if it would have happened in the forest. At least I have cell phones now. I mean, I've broken down in the middle of the desert with no cell phone. So, and luckily, I was very lucky, because luckily I had gotten a giant bottle of water before. Okay, so like I was riding in a semi truck with my ex-husband. I used to ride with him and around the country because I like traveling and doing things like that. And we were driving through the desert, and there's no bathroom, so you pee on the side of the road. Okay, so peeing on the side of the road, but he like parked the truck at an incline, and it made some of the liquid come out. And the truck is, so if it doesn't have enough liquid, then it won't start. So I get out there to pee, truck doesn't start. No cell phones yet. This was like early 2000. It's like 2001 or something. No cell phone in the middle of the desert. Probably no service anyways. Even if I did have a cell phone, there's no service. But all I had was this bottle of water. Luckily, but it was just enough water to get the truck to start and go. But that's what happens. But there's always things to be grateful for. So respond versus react. So they're saying here, love where you are. Appreciate your current circumstances. Ask yourself why you what you want, and see the beauty in it all. Not only in the good things, see the beauty not only in the the bad things and how they work out and how they teach you things and how, you know, even someone dying can be beautiful. Having that last moment with them, it's very like a very precious moment. Like even a mother who gave birth to her child and was able to be there at their child's first breath and being able to be there at their child's last breath. There, even though it is incredibly sad, it is also incredibly beautiful. I don't know. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, then I can't help you. So I don't really want to go into it any more than that. But then we have, it's time to take action. Just saying that you are going to miss out on an opportunity if you don't. You have a very good chance of missing out on an opportunity coming towards you. And it's saying the reason why, because of just judgment. There's a renewal of energy here, but also it's saying that you're not going to take action, that you miss out on an opportunity. And the reason why is not getting caught up in the story or the details. Total acceptance. So like that means like not ask how you should take action, to start doing it. You know, total acceptance of what is, step back and see the bigger picture. Don't take it personal, you know, as well. So there could be a situation where you're supposed to take action, but maybe the person you got to deal with or someone is being an asshole and they're like, who cares? You know, people are assholes. You know, it's nothing new. We see assholes all and people acting crazy. So, picture. And also what they also mean with not getting caught up in the details is, again, that is going back to what I was saying before, having confidence in yourself that when the time comes, not worrying about missing out on opportunity, because when you have the opportunity, you're going to grab it, you're going to take action, you're going to know what to do when the time comes. You don't have to plan it all out in your head ahead of time. So new information will come to light soon. It is talking about the future you now, but the Temperance card reverse, the Death card, is talking about transformation. And again, Tower and Death both mean transformation. You're already that person deserving. You have arrived. Bucket list, achieving your dreams. This kind of sounds like quantum leaping, right? So future you now. So it's like deciding who you're going to be and do it. With the information that you're learning is, I think, what you're maybe even learning now, plus whatever other downloads you're going to be getting. They're saying to me that it's going to come in downloads. It could come in your sleep, and it could be kind of more subconscious, and then it'll be brought up by synchronicities. And you'll see different lessons. Sometimes it'll be Cleidians. I don't know if you know what a Cleidian is. It's when a person who has absolutely no idea about anything that they're saying just says something randomly to you, and it means something to you, but it doesn't. And you having some kind of realization and about maybe your dreams coming true or achieving your dreams becoming a reality. And then on top of that, they're trying to say the quantum leaping too. So decide the kind of person you want to be and just be it. Do you know what I mean? When I say you're already that person, just be that person that you want to be. So what you do is you start acting like that person, and no matter what, to a fault, you act like a person who acts that way. So if you want to be a successful person, you don't do things that unsuccessful people do. You do successful things, like, you know, not saying that you have the issue with it, but, you know, maybe keeping yourself motivated, you know, discipline, self-discipline, doing the things that you need to do in order to manifest your dreams, like versus a person who just sits around and plays video games all day. You know, I'm not saying you do that, but, you know, if that's the kind of thing it is. You have to decide the kind of person. You're going to know what it is. So it is saying in the underlying energy, like revealing some kind of secrets. To depend on your reaction to, you're going to go through a series of tests. It's not only going to be one. It could be up to 7 tests. And depending on how well you pass them is how well you will transform. All right, so I'm going to update the list now. That was taking way longer than I thought. And hopefully everybody else got it as well. And this, of course, will lead to you becoming the best version of yourself. You know, learning how self-mastery, how to manifest your dreams, control your vibrations, how you can flame, work on that. Because it's, a lot of people, you ever hear people like, I had my awakening. Well, how many was that? You had one awakening? Have like a dozen more, okay? Please. Give me a break. I love it when people are like, I had my awakening. You don't just waken one up. You don't only just awaken once. You keep waking up. It's not just one time. It's not a one and done thing. You keep realizing more and more things. You keep learning more and more things. You're like, holy shit. And you may have even been to a point where you thought you knew everything. It's called a spiritual ego, by the way. Where you think you know something. Right. Alright, so after Matt is Carla with a quick reading. And then we have Ghost, who, I don't know who Ghost is. Let's look at the chat. With a quick reading as well. Then I have Latoya with a regular reading. And then I have Kylie with a regular reading. Alright. So go ahead and post your question, Matt. Matt has a regular reading. No, not all regular readings are going to be that long. What I said wasn't really so much for what I said wasn't so much just for Katarina, it's for a lot of different people. But that's why I put so much effort into it. So if you're listening to that, there was probably a message for you there, not just for that. Because we're all here learning the same shit, okay? What I learn, you learn, we all gotta learn. Alright, now I'm gonna read the chat because I actually did not read anything. Oh, you sure it's laughing at spiritual bath bullshit. Latoya. Right? Take that out. I didn't take that out right. Hang on. I don't know who Ghost is. It might be that. There's like someone. Cobra. Is that who that is? Yeah, let me know, dude. And Latoya. Why I feel like L-A-T. Why did it look small? That's what she said. And then Kylie. Alright. Wait, Katarina is done. Yeah. Who's that? Is that you? All right, great. You're on the list. You made it. It's not a very long list tonight. I'm only come on here apparently to bitch at Katarina for not taking spiritual baths and cleansing your home. And I'm going to go to bed after this. After I've done all these readings. All right. It's not too many. I only got like 1, 2, 3 more regular readings and 2 quick readings. All right. Let me read what Katarina said. I actually just totally channeled and talked there. You were scammed? Oh, well, shit. Maybe that's what they're trying to have you forgive. I fun with those tests, Katarina. I would think it will be obvious. Katarina said it's pretty, but I don't know. She said it's pretty too. I think then you might maybe. Isn't it funny how Katarina's like, oh, finally. Yeah, okay. Have fun with that, Katarina. Let's see if you can pass the test. Some of Matt's readings or something the past couple days I've been talking about respond versus react. All right. That's basically how you pass stuff. That's how you pass stuff, universal laws. It's how you respond to things. Not just physically. At first, yeah, some of the physical stuff, that's good. But then it gets to the point to where how do you actually feel when it happens? And if you can actually not feel anything negative when bad shit happens to you, you're like got to some new fucking level. You level the fuck up. And then on top of that, you kind of, it's like you unlocked some kind of like super awesome mode or something. You definitely are much more free if you can do that. All right, so what does Spirit want Matt to know, other than whatever the hell I said to Katarina? They're telling me to pick your cards tonight for you, and they are wanting me to do the Wisdom Oracle, the ones that you seem to be always avoiding. We're going to talk about Wisdom Oracle cards today, because they were, last time they were like, they wanted to see if you would pick the Wisdom Oracle. I don't know why you didn't pick the Wisdom Oracle cards. I am curious to know why you didn't pick the Wisdom Oracle cards previously. But yeah, I don't know. I think picking the Wisdom Oracle cards were a test or some shit. I don't know. They're making it like it's a big deal or something. Alright, please tell me, what does Matt need to know? What do the angels want Matt to know right now? What do the angels want Matt to know right now, please? What do the angels want Matt to know right now? What do the angels want Matt to know right now? What do the angels want Matt to know right now, please? There's no reversals, so don't have to worry about that. What do the angels want Matt to know right now? Ooh, so we have number 7. To the sea. What do the angels want Matt to know right now? What do the angels want Matt to know right now? What do the angels want Matt to know right now, please? Number 18, serendipity. What do the angels want Matt to know right now? I knew this card was going to come out. Because it's like, what's here? And they're talking to me about this. All right, number 25, round and round. This does talk about karmic cycles, karmic lessons. So we're going to have a chit chat about that. Hopefully your reading won't be as long as Katarina's. What do the angels want Matt to know right now? What do the angels want Matt to know right now, please? What do the angels want Matt to know right now? This is number 9, which is very interesting because this one, about this one, there's like definitely like a water thing going here, you know, it's just about emotions and energy. Treasure Island. Angels want Matt to know now. Number 12, a change in the wind. Oh, you didn't get by the book. All right, bottom of the deck energy is number 38, to be fair. we're going to talk about that. I'm going to start doing the affecting energy cards before I do the readings now. Angels want Matt to know right now, please. Angels want Matt to know right now. Please clarify to the sea. 8 of Wands. Please clarify serendipity. We have strength in the reverse. Please clarify round and round. We have the King of Swords. Please clarify treasure island. We have the moon in the reverse. Please clarify a change in the wind. We have the Knight of Swords. Please clarify the 8 of Wands. The High Priestess. Clarify in the reverse. We have Emperors. Clarifying the King of Swords. We have the 4 of Cups. Clarifying the Moon in the reverse. We have the Page of Swords. Clarifying the Knight of Swords. We have the King of Pentacles. What do the angels want that to right now? Clarifying the High Priestess. We have 6 of Cups reversed. I don't know, I want to move these up a little bit. Clarifying the Emperor in the reverse. We have Justice in the reverse. Oh. Saying yours is like a thing everybody's kind of going through. Perhaps I'm seeing patterns in these. Some other people might find out you're going to be tested. Clarifying the Page of Swords. Oh. They're saying Pluto retrograde is making transformative energies for a lot of people. All right, clarifying the King of Pentacles. We have the Lovers in the reverse. Bottom of the deck energy is the Tower. Four of Pentacles reversed. The 6 of Pentacles reversed. Ew. What is this? Ew. Talking a lot about pentacles here. Interesting. Okay, so basically the affecting energy is saying to me that you're going to go through, it's talking about epiphanies, transformation, things like that with this Tower energy. They're saying it's like beliefs and old ideals and thought patterns being broken down and destroyed and rebuilt, which is actually the hardest thing for any person to do. That's actually the most difficult thing anybody ever could do. It's like harder than going through a divorce and everything, because I don't know who said it, but if you ever want to destroy a person, destroy what they believe in. Take away what they believe. It will totally fuck them up. Luckily for Matt, though, he has new beliefs to replace them with. It's worse if you have nothing to replace them with. But when you first say, like, you actually, because I actually have done this. I used to be really mean like this, but I used to destroy what people believed in on purpose because they were wrong, and then I would present with them some kind of truth, usually atheist or something. I would like to fuck with them, because then they would be sitting there and their reaction was kind of entertaining for me. I'm not gonna lie. Watching them sit there and like the look on their face when they're just like in shock, and they fall apart. They definitely, it's a really rude awakening. It ultimately it is good for them, but it's like the hardest way to kind of push someone into a spiritual journey, you know. So, but it's talking about those beliefs breaking down. You're having to let them go, and then you're receiving them. And but these are like, it's presenting as pinnacles, so something physical, and then it's leading to success and new plant seeds being planted. It is talking about the emotions. This is going to be new because it is talking about a death. Oh, they're saying the ego, and then so you can become the hierophant. You're not, and you're going to be able to have your value and abundance and working on yourself, and then complete emotional fulfillment. However, it will require some kind of the Queen of Cups in the reverse, some kind of vulnerability, right? But a lot of people, like I've even just posted, I was just reading a post I said before, a lot of people are afraid to be vulnerable. But a lot of people, I don't know, maybe they're afraid they were going to be thought of as weak or something. But being vulnerable is actually a show of strength. Because if you're fearless and you're not afraid to be vulnerable, then you must be strong enough to deal with the repercussions. Look at this angel energy with the judgment and the temperance. So this is having inspired thoughts, being vulnerable, energetically vulnerable to, I think, the universe or something, which is like it's like an energy of dropping your guard when it comes to spirit, right? Raising your vibration, but then I don't know, there's like a weird flow, like being able to talk to spirit, and then they're saying that you're gonna get this information in. They're saying they're saying to me it's gonna be not difficult to do it, it's gonna be difficult to process it. It's like you get the information. The hard part isn't, it's accepting the belief. It's accepting that it's real. Because some of it seems too good to be true, or too crazy, or too outlandish to believe it's real. And a lot of people, like, man, learning that Mandela effect was real fucked me up for a long time, because I knew why. The angels told me why the Mandela effect happened. And so I had to accept that there's people who are destroying timelines for shits and giggles. And they're in other countries. There's absolutely nothing I can do about it. And then I have to accept that that's a real concept. These other dimensions, these other timelines, they're being destroyed. Have you ever heard of the different, like, glitch in the matrix type stories? There's people who go to bed and they wake up and they have a different spouse. They have these things happen. I believe they're real. Because what happens, the angels have told me. So what happens is you have, like, say, like, you have 3 timelines, right? And they're like strings. All right, they're presented. The angels are presented to look at it like a string. It's like string theory, M theory, string theory. It's like more like M theory. M theory is more accurate than string theory. It's like the better version of it. So I don't know if you know much theoretical physics, but what they're saying to me is that it's like strings, the timelines. And so you only really need 3 to, like, demonstrate it. Depends on how much timelines, but to give that a general idea of how it is. So you have 3 things, and you're in this timeline, the middle one. Of course, it's going to keep going. You're going to have more than this, right? It's going to keep going on and on and on. There's infinite timelines. Every single day we make an energetic choice, and then we create a different reality. It's like the Schwarzenegger's, how do you say his name? Schwarzenegger's cat thing. I can't remember. I can't say that guy's name right. Anyways, I have to look up his name. I have to get it to pronounce it properly to me. I can't. I've mostly read it. I've not, like, heard his name that often. I've more read it than heard it. So I know what it looks like, but I can't. Anyways, Schrodinger's cat theory, where they put the cat in a box and they put poison in it, and at that moment you're creating a different time. In one time that is real, that's alive, and one's what the reality you're in based on if the cat is alive or dead. So horrible experiment, obviously, because you're killing cats. But the point is that it's like you have these 3 different timelines, right? Let's say to start off with 3, and you're in the middle. Say there's always a center one, and you're always in the center one. Okay? And so what happens when they turn on, and it is from when they turn on large Hadron Colliders, where they're doing, they are actually opening portals and shit. That's what they're trying to do. They are smashing atoms, and they're trying to figure out the glue of what makes the universe come together. Like, they're trying to understand the glue. In order to do that, they have to tear it apart. But they are tearing us apart, literally. I don't think it's worth knowing the information to do it, because they have actually destroyed our planet. Like, they've destroyed our planet many times. Like, we've all died a bunch of times. Like, not just in this life. Our timeline collapses, and then we end up on another one. Sometimes some people, they die in one timeline, and then they reawaken, or they come back into another one. Some people could say, sometimes when we die, we just, depending on the situation in the timeline, we don't necessarily die, but we end up in another timeline. We wake up in another timeline. Anyways, so that's a lot of stuff I think about. Anyways, so there's 3, and then when they say they turn on a large Hadron Collider, whatever, I'm sure there's only certain things that they do when they're doing that. And why does it work? Because the Large Hadron Collider has magnets that are more powerful than the gravitational pull of the Earth. If a lot of people know that. I don't know why we allow these things to exist. Anyways, so then, and yeah, I guess it is possible for them to create a black hole with it. But anyways, I think they said they already have. Anyway, so, but they're like small, and then they kind of disintegrate, or they disperse. They probably don't. It probably does something else but we're still in this timeline. So like, oh, it's okay. We're in the timeline still. All right, we just changed timelines. It's fine. I mean, our old self die and we destroy the universe, but fuck it, we're alive in this one. So, they collapse into this one. So say in this timeline and this timeline are different. Say in this timeline you have a dog, and its name is Fred. In this timeline you have a dog that its name is Fred. In this timeline you have a dog that's named that you don't have a dog named Fred. So say like this timeline collapsed, and you still have a dog named Fred, because there's 2 timelines that have a dog named Fred. Say in this timeline you have a dog named Fred. This time you do not have, in your neighboring timeline, you do not have a dog named Fred. This one you do not have a dog named Fred. This timeline collapse, you no longer have a dog named Fred. You just wake up one day and your dog is gone. But it doesn't mean that you necessarily forget that you have a dog named Fred. That's how the Mandela effect works. Yeah. Schrodinger's cat. Thanks for spelling it for me, because I can't pronounce that shit when I'm not looking at the word. All right, please tell me, what does Matt need to know right now? Apparently you need to know theoretical physics. Right. I'm a little bit nerdy, if you can't tell. Clarify the 6 of Cups in the reverse. All right, we have Bouquet. Clarifying Justice in the reverse. We have Diamond Ring. Clarifying the Fool. We have Wine. Clarifying the 3 of Wands. We have Tracks. And clarifying the Lovers in the reverse, we have Squirrel. That's not impossible. It's hard to say if that's true or not, but I mean, it's not impossible, obviously, with all the shit that's going on. Look at this. The bottom of the deck, the affecting energy is the key. I'm going to see how that goes. Ooh, patterns, and the snowflake is talking about patterns. You're saying specifically patterns. Oh my God, they're like getting really crazy on you. I hope you're ready for this reading. This reading is going to get crazy. I can feel it already. Because they're having me talk about all of this crazy shit. Hope you got your thinking hat on. All right, we're doing affecting energies. Oh wait, I need one more deck. Hope you like science. Because everything, like I've told you before, all of this is scientific. It's just that people think it's magical. What is science to anything? It's all shit we thought was magical before, right? We have mindfulness, clarifying diamond ring. We have incoming. Yeah, shit, yeah. Clarifying wine. Oh my god, you guys are going through some crazy shit. Release attachment. Oh my god, they're gonna fuck with you hard. You and Katarina. No wonder they're implying that her reading was something to do with you too. I hope you listened to that. Did you hear me talk to you in that? Clarifying tracks. Oop, I almost dropped that. Saved it. Past programming. Didn't that one? Was that where you that came up for yesterday with that? Clarifying squirrel. There's somebody else. Clarifying squirrel. My brain. All right. Loving all of you. What's crazy is that everything I'm describing to you is all like stuff that they show me visually, and then I have to try to put it into words, and it's really hard. If I hadn't done things like listen to like read and listen to like audiobooks and stuff for Stephen Hawking's and all that stuff, I wouldn't understand any of it, to be honest with you. All right, here we go. Because I used to be a housewife, and I used to read books a lot and listen to audiobooks when I cleaned my house and stuff. I'm not a normal housewife. I had a lot of spare time. 38. All right. Okay, good. Because they were talking about, I hope Matt's listening. Because they were talking about respond versus react. All right, to be fair. All right. The essential meaning to be fair is balance, justice, which is interesting because then you have justice here. So this is here. Balance, justice, a need to consider options, mutual benefit, the law of cause and effect. The law of cause and effect. That kind of sounds a little bit like respond versus react, right? But this could be a little bit more concerning. But let's see what it says. Inspired action. Oh God! Underneath it is trust the process too. Oh Lord. Oh man. This one's gonna be tricky. All right. I'm a little bit like, in a way, my ability to teach you properly is being tested as well, because the way that I convey this to you is going to heavily determine on if you can pass this. So under the key, they're saying there's patterns. You are smart. I do think that you are capable of. You got to get very, very analytical when this stuff happens. And whatever you do not take any of it personal. Nothing is about you. You're going through a test. And when you go through a test, you're like, why does this happen to me? You know it's a test. Hello. It's a test. So it's very, very important how you're going to respond or react. God, everybody's going, I feel like you guys are all getting these really giant tests. So, and I'm going to get in trouble if you guys don't pass. That's what I feel like. If you guys better get A's, I swear. All right. So the central meaning of this card. Well, not the oracle message, the main oracle message, and then I'm gonna listen to whatever the hell they say. I'm supposed to say. It says life offers experiences that are and experiences that are nourishing. Yet over time, they strike a balance from doing, from discovering, to loving, to letting go, to being again. Life is a pendulum swinging between all of these states. You will always oscillate back and forth between doing and being. If you are not content with where you are at this moment, remember that all experiences have their place. Accept them without judgment. That's a big one. Ding, 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 ding. Accept them without judgment, including yourself and other people. That's the key word, accepting without judgment. And you will see how the universe adjusts in perfect balance. This is like a huge learning lesson. You're going to have this huge opportunity to actually see how the universe works. You're going to get to see it unfold and be able to manipulate it in real time. And you're going to be like, holy fucking shit. It's cool when it happens. If you're able to be in the correct frame of mind when it happens, it's like mind blowing. And I love the shit out of it when it happens, to be honest with you. Even if it's like something kind of hard or fucked up, I'd be like, yeah, that's fucked up, but holy shit. You know what I mean? Because something bad happens, and because you're able to maneuver, it's almost like you're a ninja, and you're able to maneuver, then the universe actually moves with you in a positive way, and everything works out smoothly. Like everything works out perfectly. And the problem is smoothly and perfectly averted and avoided. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like cool. You reap what you sow. For every cause, there's an effect. Wondrous things will be revealed now. Holy shit. They are starting to do the protection message. So injustice and iniquity are part of life. They do not have to define your experience. This is a time when you may observe an injustice righted and fairly readdressed. Perhaps you've come to the rescue of someone else or are called to answer for a personal slight. You will be amazed by the sense of power that surges through you when you stand up for yourself and others. This card also indicates a good time to advocate for others who are less fortunate. Choose or cause, but it's not going to be exactly like that. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be more like you're going to respond. It's like you're going to respond properly in perfect timing. You're not going to get upset. You're not going to take it personal. And you're going to see how everything is going to work out smoothly as a result of it, which is going to empower you. It says, choose your cause and commit to it. You can make a difference. One thing is for certain. See, and that's another thing. It's going to empower you because a lot of people go around that they are capable of doing, like, influencing the universe and doing great things. And like, you know how a lot of people like the starfish thrower story, how, oh, I don't believe that, you know, like one person can make a difference, and they can. I'm fucking doing it right now. I am. If you go on TikTok, you'll see a bunch of liberals over there who used to whine about having mental illnesses starting to take accountability. They don't have it 100% correct because they're still learning it. But all this that I'm telling and other people are telling, and people are stealing my information, I don't fucking care. They're stealing the things I'm teaching, and they're teaching these other people who are hurting, who are broken. And that's what I want. Steal it. Help people. I'm not giving out this. I'm not gatekeeping this shit. Otherwise, I wouldn't be in a live stream talking about it. You know? One person can make a difference. All you have to do is believe you can and start taking action to do it. And it's a ripple effect. We're not all meant to do it only alone, too. We influence other people. It's like you drop a coin or something, a rock or whatever, in the water, and it's completely still. You have ripples go out. And so will your ripples go out as you do good things and to help other people. But it happens, unfortunately, in a negative way, too. So it's very important how we lead, how we act. Other people are watching. You know, you reap what you sow, like what it says. And let's see, was there anything else? All right, one thing is for certain. If fairness is your intention, the situation will be resolved for the highest good of all concerned. See, this, like I say, there's a situation that's going to happen too. I don't know if it's just one thing. It could be a series of things. It kind of feels, with Katarina, it felt like a series of things, and it kind of feels like it could go that way. Because you're going to be having inspired action. And when you have it, if you feel like you should do something, fucking do it. Do not hesitate, or you'll eat shit. It's like that surfing movie. The highest good for all concerned through acts of kindness, empathy, and courage. All right. So, see, this is you waiting to receive and you giving. I don't know. There's definitely a flowing thing going on here. I think To the Sea is about that too. Number 7. All right. So, number 7, To the Sea. The central meaning of this reading, of this card, I mean, being in flow. Yeah, that's exactly. I thought that's what it meant. Returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together, how things are all connected, the connectivity of everything. We are connected in such a way. It's like hard. It's like we're not. Everybody's like, oh, we're connected through cause and effect. I like, it's like 7 levels of Kevin Bacon or whatever, 7 degrees of Kevin, whatever the fuck the game is called, right? There's that type of thing where you did this and this influenced that person, that person, that person, that person. There's that. That's a connectivity. We're all connected energetically. We're all connected through source. We're all connected through collective consciousness. There's actually, like, you can think of it, it's above the planet, and it looks like it's like a golden, they show it to me. You can't just see it if you go look at a picture. It's like a golden foggy mist that's around the earth. And there they that the golden foggy mist represents data that we all are putting up there, all of our thoughts and all of our intentions and all of our energy. And that energy, it affects the current vibration of the entire planet. And actually, they're saying through all of these actions that everybody has been taking spiritual stuff and everything, is actually raising the vibration of the planet. Like, literally, like, they can scientifically measure it. There's like some channel, YouTube channel, I'll share it to you if you want, where they talk about it, where the vibration there, they can measure the actual vibration of the planet, and it's changing, it's raising, it's getting higher. But anyways, it's like there's an information, and this is some of the information where I get some information from. Some people could call it like the Akashic records. It's kind of like that. Because sometimes when you go and you collect information, sometimes some people, they need a visual instead of just receiving. Because I just receive. It's like a stream. It's like a stream of light. I connect to myself through my crown chakra. Then there's like this other chakra, but I can't remember what it's called right offhand. And then you connect to it, right? You can connect to it. Some people, they have to visualize a place, so they make it like a library. It helps them be able to get to the information. Mine is more like the Matrix or something, where they plug Neo in and I just get downloads and stuff. Like, oh, I know Kung Fu now. That kind of thing. But we're connected through all of these things, plus source, and through the whole universe. We're actually not insignificant at all. We're all like all in a dance, helping each other, doing things with each other. So anyways, it says, isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in the flow of life, when events and conditions seem to engage you in a way that is fluid and effortless? This card reminds you that going with a flow is exactly what you need to do right now. Ride the wave of opportunity formed by perfect conditions. Allow trust and faith to guide you forward as you flow like a river into the sea of life. They want me to read the prosperity message. All right, so there's a protective message. Yeah. Everything seems to work out when you stop scrambling and allow the sea of opportunities to wash over you and wake you up to your most prosperous potential. To get into that flow, you need to address your beliefs about abundance and money. The true meaning of your personal currency lies in your skills, your talents, your abilities, and most important, your core beliefs. Everything flows from your inner world and is reflected in the outer one. When grateful to serve, you align your prosperity consciousness with a higher consciousness. You can expect miracles. Everything you need will come to you easily. And this is true. If you work with this, when you work with the tide, you work with this ebb, and we work with this flow. Right now, I am in a flow period right now. So I am swamped with stuff to do. And then on top of that, I'm getting massive amounts of downloads right now. So I'm like, I'm not overwhelmed, luckily. I'm not there yet. I'm flowing with it. I'm doing pretty good. I'm not mad at it. And it's even like further being emphasized here. Okay. With a high priestess. This is the Eight of Wands, is the rapidness energy of these things. One, the opportunity is coming. Two, I feel like you're connecting to your intuition, and you're going to be doing a similar thing to what I'm doing, but at your level. This could be something a lot of people are going through. The energy is definitely here for it. We have bouquet, but it's a good way. It's talking about happy, harmony, beauty, creativity. And again, you are going to get creative, like inspiration. It says inspired action. Um, a gift, art, warmth, contentment, reconciliation, and love. But I feel like it's more like happy, harmony. This like flows, like wow. And you see the connectivity of everything and how it flows and how you can flow with it and how you can actually manage to want and everything fine and how when you really, it's hard to even trying to explain this. You can start to see how everything is connected and how everything works and how like the universe actually like has your back and how so you can learn these lessons. And when you learn the lesson, you're like, holy shit, I'm glad I know this lesson. And then you're getting feeling it because you're glad that you went through that because you wouldn't have learned a lesson if you didn't go through that. So then you're happy about it, and that's how you heal. But there's like all this information that you're learning. Your brain. I feel like it's trying to say your brain is going to like they're saying explode, but your brain is going to like open up, and you're going to be able to start to like see these things and piece them together, and they're going to all start making sense to you really soon. They're saying this is with mindfulness, and they are talking about meditation. This is going to be a very important part. Being able to clear your mind, having this ability to gaining access to the ability to control your thoughts to the point to where you can stop the negative ones. But if you have good ones, let them flow. See where they're taking you. See what they have to say because they're not really all yours. You're getting stuff from the collective consciousness. You have to learn the difference between all of them too. So as you get them, allow them to come with what? Without judgment. Don't judge it. You're like, okay, no, I don't like that. Say if you get something that you don't like, and I don't like that, let's not do that. Don't get upset about it. Just say, I would like not to have that. Can we have less of that, please? You don't take it personally. You don't get upset about it. And then then you'll start seeing the other things that are very, very positive and how things are connected. And then it's talking about awareness of thoughts without judgment, meditate, breathe, being present, and grace. Grace is what? The gratitude, right? All right, serendipity. This is so beautiful so far. What number is that? I can't read it from here. It's at 18, I think. Serendipity, which is actually cool. No, I think you probably know what the word serendipity means. An event is like, oh, like, but it's more like it's like a serendipitous event thing to me. Look, when it happens, you're going to know what it is. All right, so serendipity, the essential meaning is opportunity at um, allied. I think it's supposed to be aligned. It's like allied. Opportunity allied with readiness, the awareness of synchronicity. So you start seeing all these synchronicities. You're like, oh shit. And you're really tapping in, right? Luck and good fortune appearing as signs and symbols, a magical alignment of events. This is going to be happening to you soon. But the cards that are underneath it is strength reversed, emperor reversed, and justice in the reverse, which is a lot of imbalance and fear and stuff. It says you stepped into alignment with the greater good, where your dreams and collective dream resonate in exquisite harmony. Now is the time for luck and preparation to meet and create miracles that you could never have planned all by yourself. Keep in mind that you are a channel for providence right now as a higher energy uses you as a force on behalf of the whole world. Your fortune becomes everyone's fortune. Everything you bring into being now will leave a wondrous legacy for others in the future. Your service to the world is being supported at this time. Expect the unexpected and smile, for Spirit loves you so very much. Trying to see if there's something else. Yeah, it's talking about perfect timing. But why is strength reversed? The Emperor in the reverse it talks about a lack of structure. Justice in the reverse can talk about a lack of balance, a lack of an injustice. And that's kind of interesting because then it is underneath it is diamond ring, which just talks, rings in general to talk about commitment. It talks about proposal, engagement, promise, partnership, agreement, next level, marriage, and union. So there's going to be a situation that's going to happen, and you may be fearful of it. So they want you to be aware that you should not be fearful of it. I think that's the test. News, message, game changer, surprise, invitations, insights, gift, making connections. So something's going to happen, but it's implying that you're in the energy currently where you would not respond very well. So they're wanting you to be more open with it, and they want you to go more with the flow. If you do respond in this way, it's probably going to result in this round and round card. 25. So round and round, the essential meaning is the spiral quality of events when a lesson isn't quite integrated. Don't do that. Cycles you are challenged to break, revisiting a pattern from a new perspective. Now, you will be able to do that, and that will be good. And look at, you're the King of Swords here. And so you're thinking logically, you have your thinking cap on. And there's like an energy of the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups talks about rejection or missed opportunity to take a leap with a Fool. So there's an energy of you being potentially afraid to take a leap of faith. You're going to have an opportunity to do something, and you may be afraid to do it. And they're saying, no, do not do that, because they're saying to release attachment. Because you may be afraid to do it because in the past that maybe it didn't work, right? But so you're carrying the old wounds into the new situation. They're saying that you should not do that. The oracle message for this card is the appearance of this card is a reminder that although it may appear that you've gone backwards, the truth is that you are standing at a higher level looking down at your circumstances. You will learn something, do something better, and break a cycle set up in the past. You actually have a bird's eye view of your initial footprints and can access the wisdom and lessons learned. So they're talking about releasing attachment. I just talked about this in a way, right? I've put myself in a situation to where I knew I would be, even like, just, I'm going to go with romantic situation, because that's what they're reminding me of. I can't talk too much about it in detail on here, but I did tell someone that I had very strong feelings for them, and they were not in a position to accept my offer. And I knew it. I knew that they would reject me, but I did it anyways. Why? Why did I do it? You know why I did it? Because maybe he's starting to realize this now, but to develop over time. So you're planting a seed, Seven of Pentacles, and waiting for it to grow. Because the angels told me that's what I should do. So I did them. I had faith, right? And why do we release attachment? We have freedom of expectation. You just let it go. You can't have the longing energy. You have to not. The longing gives the vibe of not having. So you have to have faith. You have to release the expectations and have faith that everything is happening for your highest good and theirs as well. And that, say if it's about a person, that they will come forward when it's time. You have to have faith that, in divine timing, basically, that like the angels told me, that situation in his life was not doing so good, or wouldn't be doing so good in the near future. And now they're saying, that has progressed more, and it's been since last October, and things are changing currently. Of course, I still don't have my situation's a lot of faith. It's a lot of faith, insane faith, to keep moving forward. But They're like, this happens though, that you have to do this with anything you're manifesting though. You have to like let it go. Say, this is what I would like. And you do the things, you plant the seeds and you let them grow. You don't sit there and watch them and watch pot doesn't boil, right? So you don't sit there and watch them. You don't pull the roots up from the ground to see how far they've progressed. No, you leave it there. You leave it alone. You water it every so often. I don't know, maybe give it some fertilizer here and there. But you're not sitting there stressing about over it. Otherwise, that slows down the manifestation. So that's what they're trying to say. Hopefully that makes some kind of sense. All right, what I just said. I was being a little bit vague because I can't talk too much about it, but maybe I'll tell you later. But, of course, I put myself in a situation where I'm going to get hurt, and this is what's going to happen probably to you. You may choose to reject a situation because of fear of being hurt. But they're saying you should walk into the situation fully aware and accepting that you will get hurt. And do it anyways. That's the real courage. Is knowing that you're going to get hurt and doing it anyways. Because the risk of losing the reward outweighs the cost of getting hurt. All right, number 9, Treasure Island. Essential meaning of this card here is the law of attraction bringing dreams into fruition. The results of positive thinking made manifest. Abundance appearing as if from nowhere. Financial gains and the sharing of good fortune. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's good. Okay. So it says, you've worked hard and acted upon your unwavering belief in abundance, and suddenly, in the midst of it all, you hit the jackpot. You have uncovered the map to buried treasure and tapped the unlimited potential within you. What you must hone now is your ability to recognize when X marks the spot, because some of these golden opportunities may be obvious, but others may not be so readily apparent. Trust your intuition to light your way now as you enter this truly prosperous phase where all the long hard work navigating, it's like broken up in 2 places, navigating your inner life is now paying off externally. In all aspects of your life at this time, you have good fortune. Don't forget to enjoy it and share it with others, as treasure shared multiplies like magic. So what they're saying is this information, they're also talking about fears. So you're releasing fears and your ship is coming in. You're going to read, then part of the ship, what is the ship? The ship is the information, it's the communication, it's the steady forward movement. It's you thinking that you can go to distance, thinking that you can do it, ready to do the like long haul with the tracks. It talks about very long distance. They said you've come really far already. And past programming, and they're saying releasing past programming, choose your beliefs, recognize false stories, external conditioning, make decisions that support your goals, not out of fear. Don't make any fear-based decisions. All right, and then number 12. So a change in the wind. They're saying all these things are happening, and they're trying to mentally prepare you for it. So you will most likely either you'll fuck up, and if anything, you'll miss the opportunity, but you'll be able to understand how it works, and then you'll be able to do it better next time, or you'll actually manage it. So one of those 2 things could happen, depending on your reaction and behavior to the situation. So a change in the wind says a sense that unseen change has been initiated, and it has. Preparation for a storm, awareness that your plans are not on firm ground, feeling a shift, it's definitely that. Uncertainty about which direction the winds will blow. Actually, you may feel that you're uncertain about what direction the winds are blowing, but it's up to you to decide which way they are. It's what you believe, what direction they will blow, is what direction they will blow in. Do you understand? So if you believe that next things that are happening to you is going to be bad, it's going to be bad. If you believe that whatever's happened to you is going to be good, it will be good. It all depends on your perspective. Let's talk about you moving forward here. Yeah. And seeing your value. I'm going to talk about this in a minute. It says it's human nature to yearn for certainty and resist change. To want the world to remain consistent like a zebra stripe, yet nothing is in human experience is black and white, nor will anything remain static. The one thing guaranteed is change. Now it's time of transformation, as outer conditions are temporarily moving out of sync with your desires and expectations. Stay the course and remember that even storms serve to clear the air, scatter seeds, and nourish the soil for better things ahead. As you wonder what's coming in on the shifting winds, the unknown is which one? The one. Okay, they're saying both. As you endeavor to create a prosperous life, you may encounter unexpected reversals that cause you to shift directions. This is a good thing, so there is nothing to fear. Perhaps an opportunity you sought went to someone else. Perhaps you've pursued something that you suddenly realize is not in your highest good. You might not be 100% clear on where you need to go, but you are certain that things are not going as planned. Circumstances are not in your control right now. Wait it out. All will be well. Even better, actually trust. There are conditions brewing in your life you have no control over. Don't fight them. Change is inevitable and is for the best. The higher for the higher good. If this storm blows you've built your dreams on, all will turn out as it should. You will have a renewed clarity and strength to do something even better. Spirit is your ally. So what I'm really getting out of this is something really amazing is going to be happening to you really soon. There's going to be a series of crazy events. Some of them will be potentially perceived as negative, and some potentially received as positive as you're going to move and shift and try to maneuver your way through it. You know, it's going to be like an obstacle course. And if you're going with the flow, you'll be able to flow through the obstacle course really easily. And then you're going to get out and like, oh, that was awesome. It's like you just did a ninja race or something and you like were awesome at it. And you didn't expect that you were going to even do that. And you're like, holy shit, that was great. Like it's scary at the time when you're going through it. It's stressful when you're going through it. It could be difficult when you're going through it. But when you come out, it's like, wow, I can't believe I did that. It was amazing. Right? It's going to be something like that. And I think it might not just be only one thing. You have a series of these things happening. So, energetic, secretive, frugal. I'm trying to understand. So, why is the lovers in the reverse? Okay. So, you could end up in a situation to where you may have to put yourself out there and set yourself up to be in a situation where you could be rejected. But your reaction to the rejection will make the person who rejects you think of you differently and cause a shift and to cause things. And this could be more than one thing. They're wanting you to learn not to fear rejection, and to actually almost like embrace it because it's opportunity for you to grow and change and learn to accept that maybe that wasn't for you, or maybe you planted a seed that will later take root, and have faith in that. And that only doesn't work in the situations where relationships go. The same goes with anything. They're saying like there's situations where I have to talk to people and I tell people that how to improve their lives and stuff, and I may never ever talk to that person ever again. And I could get upset that I never hear from them again, right? I could be upset. That's not a very good way to react, but I could be upset that they never hear and think that I just wasted my time talking to that person, telling, but you don't know. In 10, 15 years, that person a seed could have been planted in that person, and it could grow and they could just turn out to be this most amazing person 10, 15 years. Sometimes it takes 10 years for a seed to grow that you plant within another person. So that's another thing you have to do. That's part of service, is serving others without attachment to any expectation of what that will do with the energy and the information that you give. So you have to give to them selflessly, like I give to you guys. So then we have loving all of you. Love and accept your inner darkness for greatest self-love. Deeply healing world mirrors us. So it's talking about, I feel like it's heavily talking about um, loving and accepting yourself, but also loving and accepting others. We have world mirrors us. So I feel like it's also, it's like definitely going about the world mirroring us. So that's coming in through very strongly. So I feel like that is saying that the way you're perceiving the energy you're putting out into the world is going to determine what you get back. Because I have been picking up that whole reading. So hopefully this makes some kind of sense. I've spent a long time. I got to move on. But now it is Carla's turn. Carla has a quick question, and then Ghost has a quick question. And Morpheus, you can DM me on Instagram with your question and get it done there, because I don't carry over readings into other readings if you didn't show up for your reading. It's not my responsibility to make sure you show up for your reading. The rules are stated in the video description, and I'm not even obligated to give you a reading if you didn't show up for it. However, you're fully welcome to go to @GeetaGalaway on Instagram, DM me with your question, and I will do it. I told you to set alarm for you to not fall asleep, but you didn't do it. You know, so no, people can't do that. Otherwise, people would do it all the time. So if you would like to have your reading, please DM it to me on Instagram. There's somebody else DMing me. Find that person. Who was that? I have so many DMs. It's getting hard to manage them. Someone who followed me recently. Oh my god. I think they DM me. No. Maybe this one? No. Dang it. I don't know who it was. I think they followed me. Maybe it's here. No. I just thought I would try to look. Some of you guys. Maybe it's under who followed me recently. I got new followers though. That's not helping. I'll go look at my past ones. That will help. Alright. Whatever. Can't do that right now. Where's Carla? So please follow me on Instagram. I have to write it down. I think I didn't get to write that whole time. That irritates me. I have a lot of stuff to try to stay on top of. There was so much. See, some of the people I have resolved the issue with. I feel like there's one that I'm missing. I don't know. Hopefully she will DM me and be like, hey, did you forget about me? Usually you guys do. The ones are the ones that get left behind. Oh, man. I know that she followed me. I don't remember if she DM'd me or not. All right, here we go. I guess we lost Carla. Carla is Ghost. Ghost, are you here? Cobra, whatever your name is. Yeah, I'm trying to do that. It's all pinned at the top. See, Kylie? The list is posted at the top. It's pinned. Come on, Carla. Nope, you didn't join. Okay, go ahead and post your question. Cobra Ghost, make sure, I don't know what you're asking. If it's a quick question, so it's a yes or no question. You're either asking a yes or no question, messages, charms, advice, or songs. It's one of those things. If you're asking about a person, I need your real first name, your sun sign. If you're asking about another person, I need their first name and their sun sign, all placed in the same sentence, in the same post, okay? Here, I will post an example in chat like this, okay? Oh, it's Karima. That's who it was. I think she followed me. No. You can get advice. Would you like guidance? You can get guidance. Yes, you can ask that question. Except it won't be clarified and stuff like the stuff I just did. But I will use oracle cards. You can have two. I'll give you two oracle cards and an underlying energy card. And I will tell you what angels want to say to you about that. But yeah, you can definitely ask that. I do need your first name and your sun sign for that question. So place it all in the same sentence with your sun sign. Let me find Karina. Karina. Who follows me? Followers. Karina. Here, Karina. Did she send me a DM? She had to send it. I saw her follow me. She never DM'd me. No. My DM's been really full. Not gonna lie. All right, Daniel. All right, can you post it all in the same sentence, please? Can we do it like this, please? All the same sentence so I can give you an accurate reading, hun. It's the same question. Just post your first name, your sun sign, all in the same sentence. When I read it, I'm like channeling the energy. It's hard to explain, but it gives you a better reading. Did she not? I don't know. I followed her back. Maybe it's a message request. No. There's a hidden request. Maybe that's it. No, it's someone who's trying to get me to have fake followers for $10. Apparently, you can have 20,000 followers for $150. It's probably a scam. But there's people who do that. Still waiting for Daniel to post his information properly. Once you do that, I'll get started. If you don't do it soon, I will skip you. Latoya, are you here? And then we also have Kylie. So please post your question all in the same sentence with your first name and sun sign. I absolutely will not do your reading unless you do it right. Because I don't do bad readings. I don't do half-ass readings. Oh, you're a Gemini too. Okay. Alright, what does Spirit want Daniel to know? Which cards, please? I'll let you pick. How about that? Alright, you can pick from one of these books. This is the Oracle decks. So you can pick. This is the Wisdom of the Oracle. We have the Energy Oracle. The Enchanted Map Oracle. Or the Answer is Simple Oracle. Which one would you like? What do you feel drawn to? I didn't manage to message her. What color? All right. This one? This one is called the Wisdom Oracle. What color is it? What color is the book you're talking about? Is it red? The top is blue. All blue. Say orange and blue. Brown. It's the Enchanted Map. Which one is that? I don't know what far right means. Whose right is it? Is it this one? I don't know your perspective. Can you just tell me the name of the Oracle cards? That's why I need them. Something. I need more than far right. It's not helping me. Can you read it? Wisdom, red. Okay. All right, here we go. That's the same one I used on Matt. All right, here we go. 2 cards and a bottom card. All right. All right. Please tell me your name is Daniel, right? And you're Gemini. All right. Please tell me What does Daniel need to know right now? Please tell me, what does Daniel need to know right now? Please tell me, what does Daniel need to know right now? Please tell me, what does Daniel need to know right now? Please tell me, what does Daniel need to know right now? What do angels want Daniel to know right now, please? We have number 23, peace. What does Daniel need to know right now? The bottom of the deck, energy will be affecting this, but we have number 14, truth be told. So number 23, peace. Number 14, truth be told. Bottom of the deck, energy is to the sea, and we just talked about this deck with Matt, and we talked about going with the flow. That is what's affecting you currently. Oh, good, because then you'll be ready for your turn, Latoya. Glad to see you back. It won't be much longer. Oh no, we skipped Carla. I don't know, she probably fell asleep. All right, we have peace. The central meaning of this card of peace is freedom from attachment and radical acceptance. Freedom of attachment and radical acceptance. It doesn't get any better than this. A quiet mind, a heart fulfilled, freedom from want, and the soul's satisfaction. The way to peace is through radical acceptance. Everything in your world is exactly as it should be. Harmony is beautiful. Enjoy it. Now, I don't know if this has to be about relationship or not, but okay. So now it's time for calmness and well-being in spite of temporary conditions. Even if there are, what's the word? Dissonant notes in the music of your life, all that means is that you must go within and fine-tune the extraordinary instruments that you are, or the instrument that you are. Find harmony within yourself, and don't look to the outer world to provide certainty. This too shall pass, and once again your life will be filled with beautiful music. So, with this peace card, it is saying, freedom from attachment. So they're asking you, if you don't already have this ability, and they're asking for you to work on doing that. Freedom of attachment to the expectations. Going into a situation without fear or anything, no expectations of anything good or bad, just whatever happens, happens. Being okay, being at peace that would whatever happen, accepting whatever happens, it is what it is, and you just let it go. And that's the energy that they're asking for you to have, and whatever guidance they're trying to give you guidance about. Hopefully you know. So truth be told, the essential meaning of this card is honesty, accepting things at face value, coming out of denial, the willingness to be transparent, clarity of communication. It says there is the truth, which is in a sense the essence of a thing, and then there is a truth, subjective according to the philosophy of the adherent or believer. This is not a time for debate on which truth is truer. This is a time when you are called to proclaim your truth out loud and be willing to be transparent, honest, and open in your communication with others and with yourself. Nothing less than surrender is what is peeling off the layers of denial that's kept you tied to an illusion, will set you free. Be authentic and gloriously flawed, and Spirit will answer with miracles. And they're asking for me to do the relationship message because this may be applied to a relationship. It says people tell you who they are very quickly if you're willing to listen to what they say and pay attention to how they behave. This card calls you to engage in heartfelt, open conversation. It's time to see the truth about what you share with each other and tell the truth about who you are and what you need. What can do that for you? Remember that your truth is always based on your personality and experience up to now. A higher truth will be found after you communicate honestly and see how doing so has helped you become more attuned to yourself. Don't hold back. Speak your truth and listen. And then they're saying the protection message. Where are you being dishonest with yourself or others? If you're unhappy in any area of your life, look for signs of denial. This can also pertain to others being misleading or withholding or acting from hidden agendas. Now is the time to say no to dishonesty in all forms. Ask for the truth. Even if you don't like what you hear, acknowledging it will be key to a beautiful new future where you no longer labor under the heavy burdens that deceit and denial impose on you. Set yourself free. Nothing less than truth is required now. So it's all about truth, right? And the energies affecting this reading is to the sea. I'll read it again. I just read it earlier. It says, so this is what's affecting it. This is what's currently going on that's affecting this to happen. And it's saying, to the sea is being in flow, returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. It says, isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in a flow of life, when events and conditions seem to engage you in a way that is fluid and effortless? This card reminds you that going with the flow is exactly what you need to do right now. Ride the wave of opportunity formed by perfect conditions. Allow trust and faith to guide you forward as you flow like a river into the sea of life. And because they've asked for me to read for you this relationship message, I'll read it in this one too. There are points in a relationship where you have to decide to go with the flow rather than dictate the course you share with another. Can you let go of the need to have things your way and allow the relationship itself, your combined goals and desires, to steer the ship? Can you both transcend your personal, no, can you both transcend your personalities and allow the partnership to form its own identity, its own energy? Now is the time to relax and see where this mutual journey leads. So hopefully that reading was informative and helpful. And thank you for your patience. It's been a minute. Apparently tonight, I'm glad I didn't take on very many readings because tonight is all about telling you guys stuff. A lot of spirit messages today. I mean, I am called Spirit Messages Tarot, but it's not usually this much. All right. Here we go. All right. I guess is Carla back? No, Carla is not back. All right. So let's go ahead and do Latoya's question. Just getting messages from a person, so even if she misses it, it's not a big deal. I'll just DM her then. You're welcome. Oh, yeah, they were asking me to do that. Let me try the volume this one. What's up? Eh. Make sure you post your first name, their first name, and both your sun signs with your question. All right, that has a regular reading. What do I smell? I smell like I smell a perfume, but I'm not wearing it. I don't know why it smells like. It smells like the pink sugar. You know that pink sugar perfume. I'm not. I have that. I own that perfume, but I haven't put it on for a while, like weeks. I don't know what that's about. Hi, Latoya, Gemini. What's the angels want me to know? Oh Lord, is that what everybody's asking me today? Everybody wants to know what the angels want to know today. Pick a deck, Latoya. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. This is the Wisdom Oracle, which is the one I just used. We have the answer is simple. We have the enchanted map. And we have the energy oracle. I'm going to clarify it. Okay. So let me know which one. Wisdom, answer, map, the oracle. What you pick? You got the Wisdom Oracle. Everybody wants the Wisdom Oracle today. All right. Wisdom Oracle getting some love today. All right. I wonder what Latoya's going to get. I'm curious. We put Carla's being skipped. That's not. I just tried to like copy the other messages and paste it. But, okay. CTRL C and didn't do it. Here we go. That is select. Now it's Latoya's turn. What are you gonna ask, Kylie? Are you gonna ask what Spirit wants you to know, or are you gonna ask something normal? All right. That's what we're doing tonight. That's what I'm trying to figure out. And I kicked the camera a little bit, but I messed it up. Looks fine. All right. Here we go. All right. Please tell me what the angels want Latoya to know. What the angels want to say to Latoya? What do they want her to know? What do the angels want to say to Latoya? What do they want her to know? What do the angels want to say to Latoya? Alright, please tell me what do the angels want to say to Latoya? Oh, Latoya, you got number 13. Fork in the road. What do the angels want to say to Latoya? What do we want her to know? I just want to say to count. What do the angels want to say to Latoya? What do we want her to know? What do the angels want to say to Latoya? We have number 35, Loyal Heart. What do the angels want to see? To Latoya? What do they want her to know? What do we got? We have, oh shit, number 5, orphaned. Heavy energy. Looks like your reading is heavy energy. Please tell me, what do the angels want Latoya to know? Have number 15, match in a bottle. What do the angels want Latoya to know? And we have yin, number 2. Ooh, is this about a relationship, you think, maybe? I'm going to pull, bottom of the deck energy is a synchronicity for myself as well. Number 37, never ending story. I was just thinking about that card last night. We're going to have a chit chat about it. All right, which cards, please? Thank you. Please tell me, what is Latoya? What do the angels want Latoya to know? Ace of Wands, 3 of Swords. Ooh, okay, they're saying roll the dice, roll the dice. Okay, so they want me to roll the dice to help to indicate to whom some of these, whoever these people are talking, whoever these cards are talking about, what sun signs are people that is coming through this reading. I feel like it's talking about other people and situations potentially, so please tell me any people who are associated with this reading other than Latoya, what is their sun signs? So we do have Gemini, so it could be another Gemini, that could just be your sign. We also have Pisces, Cancer, and Capricorn. So keep that in mind as we pull the cards. What do the angels want to say to Latoya? What do the angels want Latoya to know right now? The angels want Latoya to know right now. Oop, oop, oop. Let's try one more time. What do the angels want Latoya to know right now, please? All right, please clarify. Fork in the road. We have the Fool. Okay. Please clarify loyal heart. The 7 of Wands. We have the Sun. Please clarify message in a bottle. We have the King of Swords in the reverse. Please clarify Yin. We have the Star in the reverse. Tell me. I drink the card. Oh, I feel like I did, but I didn't do it. Okay. Please tell me the angels want Latoya to know. Clarifying the Fool. We have the 8 of Pentacles. Clarifying the 7 of Wands. We have the 8 of Swords reversed. Clarifying the Sun. We have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. Clarifying the King of Swords in the reverse. We have the 9 of Swords. And clarifying the Star in the reverse. We have the Chariot in the reverse. One more row. What do the angels want Latoya to know? I need to know right now. The 8 of Pentacles. We have the 6 of Pentacles. Clarifying the 8 of Swords in the reverse. We have the Page of Pentacles. Clarifying the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the 4 of Cups reversed. Clarifying the 9 of Swords. We have the Moon in the reverse. And clarifying the Chariot in the reverse, we have the 7 of Cups reversed. Bottom of the deck energy is the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, the Lover. So it's talking about self-value, self-worth. Okay, that could be obviously yours because we have the Lovers, which is a Gemini card. It also talks about making a choice in love, which is something that you could be facing here. Which is heavily weighing on you with this 10 of Wands. There could be issues of abandonment. So feeling abandonment feelings and emotions maybe from the past. And here you are, the Queen of Cups. And it's saying that you're feeling these feelings. You have a lot of feelings pertaining to this situation. And believe it or not, you know how everybody's like, oh, Queen of Cups, Sister Waters. No. By the way, the Queen of Cups is the only two signs that truly share the Queen of Cups is the Cancer and Gemini. So that being me and you. We have the Six of Swords in the reverse. So it's talking about you having abandonment wounds, you having a difficult mental transition. You could be having difficulty walking away from a situation that is no longer serving you. And maybe there could be some kind of betrayal, some difficult energies. Definitely, there was Ten of Swords under that as well. Um, Regarding it. What cards, please? They're trying to decide what cards. Okay. Please tell me, what does Latoya need to know right now? Please tell me, what is Latoya? What do the angels want Latoya to know right now? What do the angels want Latoya to know right now? What do the angels want Latoya to know right now? Clarifying the Six of Pentacles. We have Squirrel. Clarifying the Page of Pentacles. We have Snake. Ew. Clarifying the Four of Cups in the reverse. We have Tracks. There's a person there's telling to me that you have been very loyal to, but they have not been loyal to you. Some kind of issue. Clarifying the Moon in the reverse. They're saying to me in regards to that situation, do not regret being loyal, because when you gave loyalty, it was a gift. They're talking about giving without attachment. Okay, you give something, and trust is trust and loyalty. Those are gifts that we give to people. But whenever we give gifts, we should try, and it talks about giving here. Whenever, maybe this is something you're thinking about doing, but whenever we give gifts, we should always be giving without attachment, without expectation of receiving something in return. If you are in a situation where you feel like you may be upset, if you give in the situation, not receive anything in return, you should not give it. Clarifying the Seven of Cups in the reverse. We have Mice. On the bottom of the deck, we have Head of the Pack. House, Island. It's talking about coming out of these energies. It's talking about a lot of things going on. Also, they're saying be careful if you get work done by root workers or have done in the past, to make sure those energies are cleansed. They may not work for you. Like, it may not be good for you. So they're saying to be careful about that if you either have in the past or you come across it in the future. Maybe it's a warning. I don't know. I just heard you say that. All right. So beware of root workers. I don't know. Whatever. Head of the Pack, House. So Head of the Pack. This is talking about like things that you basically want, but there's like an energy of wanting to come out of the separation and a lonely energy. Now, they are reminding me that everybody's connected. But there's like a longing. But longing does give off the vibrational lack. So be aware of that. So you don't want to do that. And it's talking about you kind of developing and becoming very mature as a person, spiritually mature. Lily is a spiritual card. It's like the Empress, right? Standing in your power. But also, it's like if the Empress and the High Priestess was somebody, that would be who it is. It's a divine feminine energy for sure. But it's like a more mature energy. Like if you're like, I don't know, between 30 and 40 or 50 or some shit. All right, we have Sun, which talks about success again, and potentially divine masculine, because we technically have a divine feminine card, a divine masculine card. And then it's talking about multiplying investments and finances potentially, and having a happy clovers. Talk about happy coincidence, the serendipitous event, good fortune, and compass. which talks about pointing you towards your true north, your life path, and seeking the truth. And the reason why they're saying is that you may do things to work with the moon cycles, taking spiritual baths, writing intentions, things like that. And they have the full moon today in Capricorn. It's a super moon. I am doing a service. But a lot of people will do their own thing, you know. So something that they're saying that could lead to a catalyst for what you want. Or maybe you've done that in the past and maybe it's not working. We can talk about later if you do want to do that kind of thing sometime. But for now, we're going to focus on the reading. Alright. Because there's definitely talk about you manifesting things that you want. Alright. Never say never. Please tell me. What do the angels want to say to Latoya? What do they want her to know? Clarifying squirrel. Clarifying squirrel. We have incoming. Clarifying snake. Clarifying snake, please. Daily habits. Clarifying tracks. We have mindfulness. Clarifying stork. We have flamingo. Clarifying mice. Clarifying mice. We have inspired action. Bottom of the deck energy is beliefs come true. And what is this talking about? Your beliefs create your reality. What do you believe, Latoya? It says recognize and change your emotions. Reprogram your subconscious mind. So do you tell yourself that the things that you want can happen or that maybe they're impossible? If you tell yourself that things can't happen the way that you would like for them to do or something like that, then you definitely could be impeding your manifestation. You can definitely be blocking. You're causing and you're bringing resistance to your manifestation and therefore stopping it from reaching its full potential. Yeah, you gotta wait until your turn now, Carla. All right, so after this reading, if you don't fall asleep, Carla, you can get your reading, okay? All right, so what is that number? 13. Fork in the road, Latoya. All right, the essential meaning of fork in the road is time to make a decision, considering the consequences as you prepare to act, owning up to your obligation to make a necessary choice. It says every choice has a consequence. You've arrived at a fork in the road and are being asked to come to a decision. You will further your dreams will you further your dreams by choosing left or choosing right? Will you take the road less traveled or the one well worn by others who have come before you? This is your choice and yours alone to make. Circumstances and other people will not make it for you. Be present and do not avoid this junction, for it is an important crossroads. Take heart, as no matter which path you choose, you will have a rich and meaningful experience. They are saying to talk about the relationship message, just in case it says you've reached a moment of truth in the evolution of your relationships. Which will you choose, to open up to the possibility of love or to remain isolated, to go deeper and commit to mutual passion or to walk away? This is a time to take responsibility for your truest desire and follow it. Be honest with yourself about what you're willing to do. Invest and give, then choose. You cannot make a wrong choice. If you move forward with a relationship, know that it will be based in truth and authenticity. You will have conscious decision rather than simply hanging on because you don't want to be alone. Or ending things because you're afraid of the intensity of genuine connection. All roads lead to lessons that must be learned in your relationships. Regardless of the decision you make, it will place you on the path to a truer experience of the heart. But it is talking about you making a choice nonetheless. And they're asking for you not to waver in indecision. At least you got here back here, Carla, before I gotta change my earbuds. At least Carla got here before I ended the line. Everybody wants to know today about what Spirit wants to say. All right, so it's about you trying to make a decision at a fork in the road, and you taking a leap of faith. What is taking a leap of faith? Trusting the process, working and making progress on yourself, and choosing to give, hopefully without attachment. It says squirrel, energetic, secretive, frugal. See, that's the energy that you could end up doing. The squirrel has like a hoarding energy. It's like the miser, the Four of Pentacles. Also, there's an, okay, yeah, and then it's saying that incoming message. We have news, message, game changer, surprise, invitation, insights, gift, and making connections. So you have a choice to do that, to make those connections. You have a choice that you're going to be making. I feel like that they're saying to you, you're going to come to the fork in the road, and you're going to have to choose whether to, to get involved maybe with some people or a person or something like that. And they're asking for you that you should choose to do it. You should do it. They want you to move forward and have faith and be like the fool, carefree, and trust the process. Uh-oh. Trying too hard is underneath. So it does say you're trying too hard. Force creates resistance. What I'm talking about. That was talking about how, you know, you getting in the way of your own belief, your own manifestation. Igniting this exciting, finding your soul's purpose. So they're implying here that you're trying too hard. Force creates resistance. Let go and watch it flow. Rest. Be lighthearted. You could be burnt out. What is that one? 35. Loyal heart. Loyal heart's essential meaning is fidelity, loyalty, and devotion. It says the oracle message is evidence of loyalty will appear in your life. Others will prove that they are faithful to you, and you will in turn commit fully to them. That's what they're talking about. You being afraid to trust someone or to have that, or maybe even believe that they're being loyal to you. They're saying to move forward with that person and give them a chance. Go into the situation as if you've never been hurt before. Like you've never had anybody lie to you or be disloyal or be dishonest. Go into it like that, because it's not their responsibility, because you're taking in past baggage from your past difficult situations. That's not fair for them. And actually, when you bring that energy into a new relationship, you're more likely to encounter it again. So it's better if you just kind of give everybody a chance. If you give them a chance, people will show you exactly who they are. So we have evidence of loyalty will appear in your life. Others will prove that they are faithful to you. They will in turn commit fully to them. It says there is a sure and abiding certainty in your heart. Know that Spirit is always loyal to you, no matter the outer circumstances in your life. Trust and have faith, for you are eternally loved, as always divinely protected and divinely directed. And they are saying to use the relationship one. It says your partnerships and friendships and romantic relationships all have many qualities in common right now. Honest devotion, faithfulness, and loyal heart are being shown to you. Are you as loyal in return? Now is the time for heartfelt commitments and trusting in divine protection. So I am hearing the protection message. It says, are you stubborn or overly tenacious about an idea? Or have you become so attached to something that you just don't know how to let it go? Could it be that it's become so much a part of you that you wouldn't know who you are without it? Now it's time to look at outdated old ideas and misplaced loyalties. Betrayal is only a signal that it's time to prune away all who don't deserve your trust and have no place in your life. Be new, think new, and open your heart to new things. Let go of the old and all of your attachments to that shit. All right. Spirit has awesome plans for you. Make some room. So, with a loyal heart, and I was picking up this information when I first drew your cards, there's a situation where you're going to be, or you have already been dealing with somebody who is, and it could be more than one person, who is not the who you were hoping or thought they were. They're okay. Stop fucking around with these people. I feel like that it could be people that you're really attached to. Maybe somebody you're really attached to idea with this person. They're saying to let it go, and stop fighting, stop engaging in the drama is what they're saying, and let it go. And they're saying with daily habits, they're saying self-care. That's what the daily habits. Practice these daily habits every day, not allowing toxic people to come into your life and fuck with you. And if anything, they could be coming towards you and making you some kind of offer, and you may have to choose between another person could give you an offer to do something. One person could be a new person who you haven't really dedicated much time to previously, and the other person could be somebody who has kind of been kind of shitty to you, but you've known longer and you feel more loyal to them in a way. And you're going to have to choose maybe between this one person and the other person. They're saying not to feed into the other person, or you could end up in a stressful, difficult situation, and move forward with the new person and start. Don't be afraid to develop. I'm getting developing new connections, and not assuming that everybody's going to be like the people who've wronged you before. And it says make healthy choices, right? That's what it's talking with daily habits. Every day, make healthy choices. And so it's not only going to just be with that, it's going to be with other situations, but it's specifically talking about this one situation with this person. It can be more than one person, but it's talking about cutting away old friendships and allowing in new ones, not being afraid to let new relationships in, because there is this orphan card, and this is abandonment energy, and that energy is here as well with the Five of Pentacles. But you're having what? A hard time moving away from something that's no longer serving you. Latoya, if you did work with a root worker, I can always check that stuff for you. Just DM me on Instagram and tell me about it. You don't have to talk about it here. You can also use the voice memo option too on there if you want to talk about it on there. But tell me what's going on, and usually I will check and see if you got anything on for free, and let you know what's going on with that, and from there. But I can clear it. I can want, and I can check and see if you've been working to try to clear it yourself. Then I can check and make sure that if you had it cleared or not. Sorry, I didn't see your message at first. All right, I do it all the time. I just did one yesterday. All right, off, because I don't like to wait. Because I don't like to sit on those too long because it can bring negative shit into your life. Like I sat on a curse removal, like negative energy, right, from person from past stuff. And I mean, sometimes the angels will let me remove it, and sometimes they won't. And but either way, we can get it if you want. Different ways to do it. We'll figure it out. Um, I was gonna say something else. Shit. All right. I don't know. I'll think about it after. But yeah, we can figure out what to do. Um, I had another situation where another person had they used a candle from a root worker, and they ended up getting cursed. And sometimes if you curse yourself, I can't remove it because it's like everything I do is not spells. I don't do like that. Like it's not like return to sender stuff. It's more like it's not spells. I don't do spells. I work with energies with angels. You see these seals and everything, they all mean something. They all have a power and an energy, and I work with angels. It's like an angel type of magic that I do. It's not like witchcraft though. It's like ancient knowledge. Anyway, so I use that knowledge in the relationship with the angels to clear the energy. So there's not any negative repercussions. But if you curse yourself, because there's a person who cursed himself by using it's something simple too. I was kind of thought it was ridiculous, but I guess it's possible, depending on whatever the root worker did to the candle before they sold it to her, and you don't know. But anyways, it resulted in her being cursed. But she was able to I made her like a protection oil and to remove negative energies and stuff like that. And then I made her a special spiritual bath to help with it. And then she, burnt sage and stuff every day and prayed and took spiritual baths every day for like a week, and it was gone. You have to ask for like forgiveness stuff too, though. But it depends on the situation. All right, so orphaned. All right, so a sense of loss, an identity crisis, recognizing that you don't fit in, the need to belong, uncertainty about your place. And I am feeling that going on for you. It says we were all meant to have connections with other people, within our family, society, and the larger culture. No man is an island, and it's important to recognize when being a part of, rather than separate from, is essential to your well being. The issue at hand is the need to find where you fit. Be true to your core truths and values. Perhaps you no longer identify with a group or community the way you did before and need to find a new situation. You might be feeling a deep sense of loss or confusion. Address the need for belonging and know that you will find your place with others of like mind and spirit. It's okay to let go of pressure to fit in. Not everyone will understand you. It's time to move on. I'm going to read the relationship message. It says, as you shift and evolve and commit to your own growth, you long for support but may be disappointed and hurt by others who are not providing what you feel you deserve. Perhaps you are drifting away from this relationship because you're in a different stage of personal growth. Perhaps you are in a new relationship and discovering that you don't share the same values and beliefs, so you feel left out, unable to get to that intimate place of safety and belonging. Take heart, as Spirit knows you and loves you and will steer you in the direction of those who accept you as you are without artifice or agenda. Don't compromise yourself to belong. It won't be worth it. Protection. I need to talk about this. Okay. So the shadow side of this card speaks to the essence of abandonment. Perhaps you feel a need to remain. Is that the word? Okay, because I wrote on it. Remain part because intimacy is too threatening. Also, it warns against creating inappropriate family structures in order to conceal old wounds. It's time to address the unhealthy alliances you formed and make a decision to heal the past. You will not be abandoned by the world if you claim yourself as whole. Not all relationships are dysfunctional, and not all of them will disappear on you. Don't abandon yourself. You can connect to others in a healthy way once you recognize your patterns and consciously choose to interrupt them. Life wants to love you. Let it. So, also, they're highlighting to me about emotional independence here, because part of this is really talking to fit in, which is a codependent actual energy. We shouldn't be relying on other people to make us feel whole or to belong or to bring us happiness, but we should be already doing that within ourselves, cultivating that within ourselves. And then anything else is just adding to it. We shouldn't have codependency. We should have interdependency, which is where you can flow and structure, create a structure and flow with other people who are, you're helping them, they're helping you. It's like a balanced give and take. But there's like a situation where if you rely on those people, same it's like you wouldn't want to rely on someone or even one job for your financial security. The same should go with people in your emotional security. So they're saying not to put all of your eggs in one basket and not to rely on other people's, they're talking about other people's opinions too, and not allowing those people's opinions to affect how you feel about yourself, because you cannot control the vibration that they are on when they are thinking or talking about you. And it absolutely has nothing to do with you. It's none of your business what people think or feel about you in that sense, because you can't control it. All what matters the most is what you think and feel about you, because you know you the best. They don't always. Most of those people don't even know you, and a lot of them aren't even spiritually evolved enough to even know anything about anything to be able to perceive anybody properly, right? So it's like taking advice from a person who doesn't know anything about anything. You wouldn't go and get advice from a 2-year-old. And some people might get a Cledian, but for the most part, you're not. They're not going to know what to do. It's the same thing. But they're saying that they want you to come out of this negative energy and focus on trying to become more positive. And they're saying put down the burden of these other energies and these people and these situations that are burdening you. They're saying they're burdening you. Why am I getting the Ten of Wands? Is the Ten of Wands here? I'm feeling, yes, it is here. So they're saying put down the burden of the situation, right? And let yourself be free, like the Fool, and be lighthearted and be able to, because you're heading into a potential opportunity for a healthy new beginning with the Ace of Pentacles here in the reverse. But you may miss out on the opportunity because you're too wrapped up in this negative energy. Okay, so in order to remedy this situation, they're wanting you to think you can. So be more positive, believing, changing what you believe. And again, they're saying not allow other people's beliefs about you to affect you because they don't know shit. That's what they're saying. They ain't shit. That's what they said. They said, they ain't shit, Latoya. Why you listen to them? We have mindfulness of thoughts without judgment, or in what they're really trying to say. Awareness of your own thoughts. Because I feel like those other people who are saying shit, they're affecting, and what you think that they maybe they even haven't even said anything about you. Maybe you just assume they think something bad about you. They're wanting you to be aware of your thoughts, though, without judgment, aware of their situation, what they're making you think without judgment, and kind of try to look at it at a different perspective. Try to take see it from a different point of view. See the bigger picture. And they're saying how to do that is to stop taking everything personally and realize that they're projecting their issues on you. And your ego is carrying your past pains and situations into your current reality, which you actually are. And you release your ego self and meditate, learn how to control negative self-talk and to control negative thoughts and focus on being more present instead of focusing on the past, then you're going to be able to move forward and release the burden of this negative abandonment energy. They're saying that this situation has brought up abandonment wounds for a reason, so you can learn how to process and heal them, because they're saying that this is something that has been triggered all the way from your childhood. They're wanting you to recognize that this has happened so it can remind you of how you felt when you were a child, when this first initially happened, when you first initially experienced this wound. And they're wanting for you to know what they were doing. And it was so learn this lesson now. So it was for ultimately your highest good. And not to forget, you signed up for this. You signed up for these things to happen to you so you can learn these lessons. And they want you to forgive yourself, forgive them, learn the lesson, let go, and move forward. I was just talking about this. What's that? Katarina's reading. I wrote about this. Okay. Forgive it, move forward. It's not worth it. You're way more important than carrying all this shit around. It don't matter. Fuck them. Who cares? It's the past. It's over. There's nothing you can do about it. Sitting around and wallowing in it is only going to make you stuck. It's only going to slow down your spiritual progress. Forgiveness is a self-loving act. All right, so we have message in a bottle. The central meaning is communication, a sign. Hey, Euclidean. the ancient name for a spontaneous oracle delivered innocently by the speaker, pointing to your highest good. I like that word, but Euclidean. And they're saying it could happen like now, because I don't really know what I'm talking about. I'm just telling you whatever the reading is saying to me. And I don't actually know what specific subject I'm talking about, really. You haven't asked me a specific question other than what does the angels want you to know. So the King of Swords in the reverse. The King of Swords could be talking about you. We do have, like, if it's a person, it could be a person who is an air sign, a Capricorn. The moon is Pisces. There is Gemini energy too, so it could be you. They're talking about overthinking. There's like a lot of things. They're saying a secret is being revealed, a mystery is being revealed, the truth is being uncovered, which is going to lead to a transformation. And this is going to lead to enjoying friends, balance in chaos, dealing with your emotions, and mastering your energy and your vibration. That's an amazing thing. Yeah. So it could be, I don't know, I feel like a person, or you could have experienced, they're saying like a series of these where people kind of tell you stuff and it's going to like be a message from the universe coming through different people. And you're going to be thinking about it, but it is going to help you to release you from anxiety and worrying and all that stuff. And I'm seeing you thinking a lot about it with the King of Swords in the reverse, but there's going to be some confusion at first, but it's going to lead to transformation. So the oracle message for the message in the bottle is: Spirit sends you signs when you ask for them, when you believe you will receive them, and when you allow yourself to become fluent in the language of symbols, oracles, and omens. They may come to you as a bird flying by, a logo on a truck, and a song on the radio. Expect confirmation that you're pointed in the right direction. Keep your ears open, for someone might just say the right thing that will give you the answer to your query. Today, your message is this: Spirit hears you, and the reply is favorable. All right, so then we have Yin, which is number 2. This reading, I feel like, is getting better. All right, so we have Yin. The essential meaning to the Yin card is the feminine principle of receptivity. And that was there with a lily card, right? It says the feminine principle of receptivity, letting someone else make the first move, gathering information, and taking in cues, the art of conscious allowing. It says this is the time of calculated receptivity as you gracefully await what is coming to you, ready to accept it when it appears. Yin does not involve frozen dreams or even resting, but rather consciously allowing things to flow to you, poised to receive the bounty that will be made available to you. It implies sensitivity as you alertly study the actions of others and contemplate how they will affect you and yours. Remember, you must make space for miracles to appear. Be the shaped, not the shaper. You'll see how quickly your dreams manifest. They're saying to read another one, but I don't know which one. Yeah, they're saying both of these. This is a time when the most effective action is to allow others to show you the way forward. Observe their behavior and follow their lead. Your desire to push through must take a backseat for now. Collaborate and offer your ideas rather than dictating what must happen. Let others come to you. I know that because the trying too hard right here. Let others come to you. It's important that they feel they have power now. Another meaning is about releasing your need to have things in the form you want. How do you want to feel? Basking in your success? Now allow the universe to show you the fully than you expect. The protection says, do you have trouble receiving of abundance when you consciously insist upon? You can't always lead, always give, always teach. You must be the student, the open vessel, and the one who receives the gift, gesture, or offer in equal measure. Open up and let love, life, abundance, and spirit fill you without demand or expectation. Just receive the bounty that is yours. So again, it is talking about, essentially talking about the balance between give and take, because it's saying that you have a tendency to overgive And you may have a hard time in receiving. There is actually a card about this in this deck, which is giving and receiving. It's called Giving and Receiving. And I actually made a video about it. If you can ever go find it, you can watch it. But there is a balance between giving and receiving. And when you, actually, I don't even know everything back then. I was still learning about it then, but it's pretty old. But there is a balance between giving and receiving. They're talking about being open to receiving. Okay. Whenever someone gives you a gift or something, I don't care how shitty it is. It could be a stupid gift that you would never give a fuck about, but receive it with gratitude, because when you refuse gifts, you block off the flow of abundance in your life. When you refuse a gift, you're saying, no, I'm good, universe. I don't need anything else. And you will stop things from coming towards you. And they are saying that here with the star here. It's in the reverse. The star in this picture is a person who's receiving energy and information from the universe, right? See the string attaching to her. This is you. And they're saying that if you don't find a balance when it comes to giving and receiving, and you're stopping the flow of abundance in your life. And part of the ways that you're doing that is the Chariot reverse is like a lack of determination. The Seven of Cups is things not being grounded. And there's also like feeding into illusions, which is causing you to have all of this illness, fatigue, stress, anxiety, worrying, which is about loss, decay. You're in this vibration. And so it's blocking this from coming towards you. So if you can release these negative energies, again, they keep talking about you releasing these negative energies, which puts out the vibrational lack, especially if you complain. If you ever complain, that's like putting out the vibration of the opposite of gratitude. And if you ever want to attract anything into your life, the best thing you could ever do is be grateful. So if you ever find yourself having trouble, it's good to write a gratitude journal. Write in a journal what you're grateful for every day. And on days you have the hardest time, go back and read everything you're grateful for. And that will help to shift your vibration. And once you are opened up to that, then you're going to, and you can make your beliefs come true by changing your beliefs and changing your negative self-talk. Then you can be open to receiving information from spirit, which will lead you to inspired action, which is going to help you manifest. So they're talking about, the main thing here is they're talking about transforming due to mastering your energy and your vibration, learning how to release negative emotions, focusing on the positive, and so you can manifest into your life positive things into your life and release negative ones that are no longer serving you. Anyways, hopefully this reading has been informative and helpful. And now I'm going to do Carla's reading. Hopefully Carla's still here. Carla, you could probably listen to every reading I did tonight and you would benefit from it. Holy shit, my brain. At least this is a little bit easier. I had to talk about theoretical physics with that. This is a little bit easier than that. Carla, post your question, Carla. Better, she's going to have me pull her oracle cards and ask her what the angels want her to know. Which one will it be? She might surprise me. I'm expected the unexpected tonight. Ah, fuck, from spirit. Oh my god. Damn it. What is making you all act like this? And you're all air signs. Except for, like, who was it? Katarina's Libra. The only person who's not an air sign is Matt. He's a Sagittarius. What is Kylie? Kylie, what's your sign? Are you an air sign too? All your guys have asked me is what spirit wants you to know tonight. It's so funny. But, I mean, whatever. I don't mind it. It's just, it does make the readings longer. So as long as you guys are patient for each other. The longest fucking readings. You're welcome, Latoya. Try not to complain. It just seems like a lot. it's like a lot of energy. It's a lot. It's like I'm trying to do like calculus for 5 hours straight. It's what it's like right now. But it does make your brain stronger. So I don't ever back away from Pisces, Gemini moon. Oh crap. I wonder what is Matt's moon sign? Matt, what's your moon sign? I know you're still sitting here listening. Oh crap. All right, here we go. I'm just like, but it is really interesting, you guys. All right. You're doing oracle cards, Carla. You're going to pick oracle cards. Okay. You got Wisdom of the Oracle, which has been a fan favorite tonight. We have the answer is simple. Right? We have the energy oracle cards. And we have the enchanted. Pick one. By the way, Carla has a quick reading, so it's not going to be too long, even though they take longer than other quick readings. But I do want you guys to learn. So, what are you going to ask, Kylie? Did you answer earlier when I asked you what you're going to ask? Is that what everybody's asking today? I don't think I ever had anybody like this, every single reading be asking what angels want them to know today. This one? You can't say third one. I don't know if you're saying third one from this way, third one from this way. If it was third one from this one, the answer is simple. It's third one, this one, this is Energy Oracle. What color is the book? This one, say orange, red, blue, brown. Which one? Yes, that's not helpful. I don't even know what you're saying yes to. Because I've asked like 5 questions. I'm gonna call you on the phone. Carla. Which one, Carla? Enchanted Map, Energy Oracle, The Answer is Simple, or Wisdom Oracle? I'm sending it to you. The second one, I don't know what that is. Can you tell me? I'm telling you the name of the cards for a reason. Go to your Instagram. No. Energy Oracle. Okay. We got a name of some cards. All right, here we go. She went with the Energy Oracle. Here we go. Now, I will say, any cards that come up about chakras, I won't be reading. Okay? Because they do have chakra cards here. We will put to the side and we'll make a note of it, but we're not going to read them. All right, please tell me, what do the angels want Carla to know? What do the angels want Carla to know? What do the angels want Carla to know? Oh, look, another Gemini. Go. List is closed. You can ask on Tuesday what the angels want you to know. All right, please tell me what everybody's asking tonight. What do the angels want Carla to know? What do the angels want to say to Carla? What do they want her to know? What do the angels want to say to Carla? They do have reversals with these. What do the angels want to say to Carla? What do they want her to know? What do the angels want to say to Carla? What do they want her to know? What do the angels want to say to Carla? What do they want her to know? What do the angels want to say to Carla? What do they want her to know, please? Oh, they're being picky bitches. Let's see if this works. What do the angels want to say to Carla? What do they want her to know? Here it is. They wanted it in a specific direction. Bottom of the deck energy is number 23, all tied up. And this is the energy that's affecting your reading. Then we have number 48, the Angel of Balance in the reverse. And then we, but this is a good one here. Number 13, Financial Constraints. If you get any card in reverse, you want this one in the reverse. So Financial Constraints in the reverse, all tied up. In the upright, this is what's affecting the energy. All right, 23. All right, we have all tied up. And this is the energy that's affecting this energy. This is your current circumstances, what's affecting this. This is what's going on, and or what's going on really soon, and this is what's going to happen, or some shit like that. It can mean it like that. All right, so all tied up. It says this card shows a woman tied up with vines around her wrists, body, and arms. Receiving this card upright. Receiving this card upright represents a situation in your life where things seem to be severely stuck. A major drama may be going on around you, stopping you from moving forward. Or it may be that some technicalities are blocking your way. Perhaps you're waiting for a contract to be signed or an agreement to be made. Whatever is holding up the restrictions may be feeling quite oppressive at this time. This isn't technically the case for you. What's tying you up is your own personal stuff. Look at your life and see how you can be your own jailer. Are you tying yourself up in some emotional angst or in a negative habit that you refuse to deal with? If so, it's time to cut the vines and make some serious changes now. You needn't live in your self-imposed jail any longer. That is a good card to have in the reverse. Sorry, you did not get that one in the reverse. All right, 48. Angel of Balance reversed. It says, in this position, the Angel of Balance comes with a loving warning that something may be seriously out of proportion in your life. It could be an important emotional component, such as the lack of self-acceptance or self-care. Remember, however, that when you put yourself last, the universe will do so likewise. Receiving this card reversed can oftentimes be a warning of lost energy, calling you to relax more, sleep more, or even just drink more water. Investigate how you may be out of balance in your time and energy regarding the externals and internals in your life. The adjacent cards, which is the financial constraints and the all tied up card, here somewhere. The adjacent cards in your spread could indicate the particulars. Perhaps you've been working too much or been too obsessed with relationships or money. This loving angel can help bring you the courage and wisdom you need to break such toxic patterns. Meditate on the angel's presence and visualize her pouring a beautiful liquid light through all of your chakras, balancing them and bringing you peace. Remember that you always have power to bring things back into peaceful balance. The reason why I like this card is because of the pyramids in the desert and stuff. I actually had a dream like this. It was really cool. Like, this is like before I even had these cards. And it was like night like this. But I had a dream where I was like, I could manifest things all around me. I was just manifesting everything. I could make things just materialize in front of me, which was like really cool. That was a fun dream. All right. But it was like I was in the desert and there was like pyramids and stuff. It was weird. All right. 13. That part was weird. The other part was fun. All right, financial constraints reversed. This card reversed pretends to an increase in the money about to come your way. Woohoo! The previous constrictions have broken open, and there's a greater flow of money and other things too. As more funds come in, you'll find that you have the freedom to take more risks and to spend without the previous extreme precautions. The river of abundance is starting to flow your way, but don't be too cavalier. Always bring your consciousness to this in every aspect of your life. So, say like you're having some kind of financial troubles, you're just feeling like things are being restricted. It's saying that once you do things to bring yourself back into balance, then you'll release the financial constraints. Or whatever's being constrained, whatever's tying you up. You have to bring yourself back into balance. That's what they're basically in order to receive the financial constraints in the reverse. For that happen. Okie dokie. We're ready for Kylie now. What are you going to ask me, Kylie? I'm ready for Kylie. Everybody make sure you refresh your videos so you're not lagging. Thank you everybody for hitting the like button. I really appreciate it. Holy shit, a normal question. Alright, here we go. I was about to ask a question, but I don't know when you're going to be live streamed. Not tonight, not later. A normal question. I'm excited. This is like, they're really, I feel like I'm running a marathon or something here. Kylie, your reading's going to be the easiest reading I've done all night. All right, here we go. Does Theo think about Kylie? Kylie does have a regular reading. And we're going to tell her if Theo thinks about you. And if he does, what is he thinking? We're going to get the tea right now. And you're supposed to put your name Kylie in with it. So can you please do that in the future to make it better? I don't feel like doing it now. But you're supposed to post the question like, here, let me show you. I've been getting on to everybody about it. But you're supposed to post it like this. I know that you're new, so I'm trying to show you for future reference. Okay. So like you would put their name and your sun sign and their name, your name and your sun sign this year, okay? It makes it so your reading is more accurate when you post it right. So, because I'm like channeling your energy from the words that you're typing on the screen. You know what I'm saying? So, if you do want to retype it, that would be great if you did that. Is it Tio? Let me make sure I'm pronouncing it right. And it's better if you put it all in the same sentence. You're really close. The only thing you did wrong was you didn't put your name. Because I do have to confirm that your name is actually Kylie. There's a lot of people, they'll pay under different names and their name will be totally something different, nothing even like whatever name they have online. So I do have to confirm that your name is actually Kylie. Be helpful. I think most likely you are, but you just never know in these things. Okay, so I'm assuming your name is actually Kylie. Yes, please be actually Kylie. But some there's some things in her name is Amber. She pays under Amber, but her name is actually Justine. So I can't trust it. All right, please tell me, does Tio think about Kylie? Yes or no? Does Tio think about Kylie? Yes or no? Does Tio think about Kylie? Yes or no? Thank you for your patience, by the way. It's been a tedious evening. Does Tio think about Kylie? Yes or no? Does Tio think about Kylie? Yes or no? Please tell me, does Tio... Wait, we can't say it like that. We have to ask, has he thought about you within the last week? Let me redo it. Because he may have thought about you at some time. We're trying to get an idea of is he thinking about you often? So like, when's the last time you interacted with him? Thinking about this. Like, no, I don't normally ask that question like that. I want to just ask it, but that's not good enough, they're saying. I have to put a time constraint on it. So when is the last time you've interacted with him? Are you in no contact? What's going on? Usually I ask like if you've interacted with him within the last week, I want to ask when you have not interacted with him lately. So say if you have interacted with him within the last week, maybe if it's been like 3 days, how many days has it been since you last interacted with him? I texted him Thursday, but he didn't text me back. Did he put you on red? Thursday was... That was a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say a week. Has he thought about you within the last week? All right. We'll do week, okay? All right. Please tell me, has Tio thought about Kylie within the last week? Yes or no? Has Tio thought about Kylie within the last week? Yes or no? Has Tio thought about Kylie within the last week? Yes or no? Please tell me, has Tio thought about Kylie within the last week? Yes or no? Has Tio thought about Kylie within the last week? Yes or no? Has Tio thought about Kylie within the last week? Yes or no? Has Tio thought about Kylie within the last week? Yes or no? Yes. He has thought about you. Apparently it's a difficult thing. Bottom of the deck energy is the Three of Wands. The World. He's waiting for something, or someone's waiting. This could be your energy because you're Pisces. He's Taurus. Let me see. This is you. So you're waiting for something to be completed or to finish before, and it's appearing that you're pretty confident that you're going to be building a solid foundation with him, and there's going to be, in either you or someone's going to have a love offer. This is something that you are manifesting or saying. Let's get the other cards. Please tell me about what Tio's been thinking about Kylie within the last week. Please tell me about what Tio's been thinking about Kylie within the last week. Please tell me about what thinking about Kylie within the last week, please. Clarifying the Eight of Pentacles. You have the Nine of Cups. Clarifying the King of Wands in the reverse. You have the Six of Cups. Clarifying Temperance. You have the Page of Swords. Clarifying the Three of Swords. We have the Two of Swords. Clarifying the Ace of Cups in the reverse. We have the Three of Swords in the reverse. There's some kind of difficult energies going on here. What have you been thinking about Kylie within the last week? What a Pisces would never do that. Clarifying the Nine of Cups. The Five of Cups. Clarifying the Six of Cups. I have Temperance. Clarifying the Page of Swords. What is this energy? There's a lot of Sagittarius energy here. Clarifying the Two of Swords. Look at the pattern. You see the pattern. Clarify the Two of Swords, please. Nine of Pentacles reverse. And clarifying the Three of Swords in the reverse. We have the Magician. Bottom of deck energy is the Three of Cups. See how you have Temperance here and here. We have the Three of Swords here and here. Three of Cups. Page of Wands. The Star in the reverse. The Ace of Wands reversed. The Ace of Pentacles reversed. Who is this? He's a what? He's a Taurus. Why? What? What is this fire energy here? It's just weird. Where's the Taurus energy? Do you know his moon sign? What is this? He's showing up weird. Okay. What is this? All right. Hangman. Maybe you? I guess. I mean, this is Pisces with this. What is the other? Was there another King of Wands? Here. This Sagittarius. This is. That's not Pisces. Five of Wands. This is you. So this is talking about you. The Three of Cups. So I don't know if this person's like your friend. There's like an energy of celebration, wanting to come together, feeling inspired, being hopeful without taking any action. I feel like you keep getting like this energy of wanting to have passion in the beginning, a healthy beginning, and wanting to come out of a pause. That, or because you're showing up as the King of Wands reverse. So the King of Wands reverse could be someone who's playing games, someone who's being controlling, manipulative, like, or overly trying to control a situation, or just a person who's not taking action. But the Hangman in the reverse could indicate that. Do you have Sagittarius in your chart? What is this Sagittarius energy? It's kind of bizarre. But they are saying there's some different perspective. See, there's get a different perspective, something like that. All right, let's see. All right, please tell me, what has Tio been thinking about Kylie? What has Tio been thinking about Kylie? No, you don't? Maybe I'll figure it out in a minute. Temperance is talking about, and they're both in the upright, which talks about compromise, patience, having patience. Were you being impatient? He was thinking about me, because this is what he's thinking. He might be thinking that you're being in this way. He may be thinking about you being controlling, manipulative, or playing games or something like that. He may be perceiving you in this way. Let me clarify this. Clarify the Five of Cups. That photograph. So he has looking at your photographs. He is missing you. Clarifying photographs. Clarifying photographs. We have Dragonfly. Clarifying Temperance. We have the Runner. Clarifying the Runner. We have Abundance. Yeah, clarifying the Ten of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, Coffin. Is he single? Are you friends? What is this? Clarifying Coffin. So I'm seeing you're waiting for something to be completed to have forward movement, so you can have this emotional offer and everything, and have this solid foundation. This is talking about something changing, an ending to bring a new beginning. Clarifying Coffin. Are you and him, and there's like a runner chaser dynamic going on here as well. Clarifying Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, please. The Nine of Pentacles reverse. We have separation and clock. There's like a few things. There's things that he's thinking coming through. Like he could be thinking that the connection is over. Clarifying Magician. We have Cassette. Clarifying Cassette. We have Soulmates. Bottom of the deck energy is Girl with a Snake. Were you trying to place boundaries? Look at that, twin flame. So there's some kind of situation. There is an energy of third party here, which is causing an energy of not feeling like someone's enough. I'm trying to understand what you said. Oh, okay. Okay. So the third party is the Sagittarius. He knows about that. My friend said I told her about him and she wants to hang out, but I don't get good vibes and feel comfortable in being around her. So like, what is this? So there's something going on. Oh no. This is like, it seems like there very well could be you and him, one of the, you, him, and your friend, one of you are twin flames with him. And one of you is a soulmate. I don't know which one is which. They could be twin flames. That's not a very healthy way to express your feelings, is it? Lashing out. That's the difference between responding and reacting. It's not good. Okay, so like here's the issue here. Because this person, this Sagittarius, is here. So this is what he's thinking. But the Sagittarius is here as well. And this is not about what he's thinking. This is the current energy. So there's a third party. There's another, there's sexual desires and things being suppressed. Something is going on. Okay. I don't know if they're wanting to hang out because they're attracted to each other and you're in the middle. But he could be perceiving as whoever the Sagittarius is being the game player. And either he's thinking that person is running or he's wanting to run from them. Which is abundance. And it's talking about you. You're working on yourself, making progress. You're being emotionally independent. He sees you doing this when he's looking at your story. He's looking at your photos. He sees you. He feels like you don't care. Right? Like it's over between the both of you. And he's trying to heal. He is focusing on the loss of you. He does feel he misses you. He's looking at your photos and he's thinking about you. And then there's like this King of Wands energy. It's bizarre. And there's some kind of soul connection with that. And the angels are trying to combine these energies. And he's thinking about something like that along the lines of this. I don't know if he knows about this third person or not. I know you said that you talked to her about him, but does he know? There's like an energy of heartbreak and separation and needing to heal and trying to make a decision on if there's going to be a further commitment or not. There is love, like new love. There's this Ace of Cups. It's being suppressed. So it is trying to say that the connection needs to be healed with the Three of Swords. It could require some sort of reconciliation. And he's thinking about this. He's thinking about his feelings. He's thinking about love. He's thinking about new love. He's thinking about reconciling. He's thinking about having some kind of soul connection or having a partnership. It could be with you. And he just keeps replaying the events over and over in his mind. Going on here, there's a third party energy. Is it they know each other? They never even met or talked. It's so weird. And they might be twin flames or something. There's some weird dynamic going on. I'm gonna ask. I don't do it on camera because you guys can affect the pendulum on camera. Alright, this is so weird. Alright, so you still brought me a weird reading. Alright, here we go. It's the energies. It's the full moon tonight, so super moon. It's pretty full right now, so the energy's here. Alright, please tell me, is Tio and Kylie a karmic connection, yes or no? Is Tio and Kylie a soulmate connection? Is Tio and Kylie a twin flame connection, yes or no? What is your friend's name? There's like a Sagittarius energy. Did you tell him that about her wanting to hang out? He could just they may not have met or hung out, but he could be thinking about this other person, maybe having some thoughts about it. Or have you not even talked about it? Jenny. There's something weird. relation, like soul connection dynamic going on between everybody. Jenny and is Tio and Jenny a karmic connection? Yes or no? Is Tio and Jenny a soulmate connection? Yes or no? Is Tio and Jenny a twin flame connection? Yes or no? Okay, so it is saying that you and him are a karmic connection, and him and Jenny are a twin flame connection. And basically, this entire shit that's going on is meant to bring them together. So I would say, uh, not to get involved if you can. Now it's kind of up to you because you have the power. The angels could be a test, so be careful of that because we got angels here with this temperance energy. So try to make sure you do the right thing. But apparently, you have the power or the ability to bring them into union, and so you have to make a choice if you want your friends to be happy and come in union. Even though they're not going to be that happy at first. I mean, twin flame connection sucks, right? When they first come together, there's all this stuff that needs to be learned and growing and healing and karma that needs to be. Oh, it's going to be a nightmare. It's up to you if you want to do it, but they might still end up coming together if you don't. So that's what they're trying to say. There's a runner chaser dynamic going on. Okay, so as far as he's thinking, what he's thinking about you, he's thinking maybe the connection's over with the chaser. He's thinking that maybe he should chase you. There's like an energy. Your friend is showing up as the runner, so he might end up being the chaser. But he's thinking that the connection could be over between the both of you, and he's definitely sad and missing you, and he's remorseful, and he's definitely hurting, and he's heartbroken. That's what he's mostly thinking about. He's thinking about, what he should do, if she should do something to reconcile or fix the situation or not. So it's really weird. I definitely must say, I've only ever had this situation, but I've only seen this situation like 3 times, and I've done like 50,000 readings. So it's very, very rare that you manage to catch this situation in the moment that you have. But everything happens for a reason. See how I was talking about the world here? This was your energy here, because this is you. You're the Queen of Wands. It's talking about you manifesting a solid foundation of this romantic situation. And I could very well be interpreted with you leveling up spiritually by bringing them together, potentially. So you have a chance to do matchmaker. I don't know how emotionally attached you become to this person, though. So, just like friends. Yeah, but sometimes what they will do, and I mean, this has happened to me as well, they will have you think that you're twin flames. You will see synchronicities trying to get you to come together, trying to bring you and him and her together, and then you have it. But really, what I'm telling you is a gift. What I'm telling you is a gift because you get to skip all of that heartbreak and pain, and you get to see things in a higher perspective. Do you know what I mean? You get to see things in a higher perspective, and you get to choose the choices, like you're going to interfere or you're not. But it happens. things that have led me to my twin flame has been signs of synchronicities, making you think that this person's your twin flame. So, but yeah, they are definitely giving you signs of synchronicities to push you to do these things. But it's not you and him who are twin flames. It's you and this other person. They're trying to manipulate you to bring them together. But if you did it the organic way, then it would cause for you to, like, you would get emotionally, even more emotionally attached to him, and then you would be betrayed by your friend and all this stuff, and now you have a different perspective to view things and an opportunity to maybe not even get hurt as bad, even just to stay out of it, to save yourself the pain. The choice is up to you. And I'm sorry this is such a weird question reading for you guys, for you. Uh-oh. Well, you'll know what to do when it's time, Kylie. But I do appreciate you coming in. I'm sorry your reading was so weird. It's not usually like this, but you definitely brought in a special situation. Tonight is a very, very special night. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night. God bless.